Thursday right next to Friday. Tomorrow we gonna be having that Freestyle Friday chat battle, man. Make sure you tune in. I gotta do my own commercials for real. So first session is gonna be around 3:30. Boom. The next session is gonna be later on in the night around like 11:30. You know what I'm saying? So right now for me it's 12. You know what I mean? So adjust your time. But today we are gonna be talking about creativity, bro. Now creativity is something I believe everybody has, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about what I'm talking about is like there's honestly a lot more people who are creative than there is a lot of people than there are people online. Let me say that again. So there's people online who are creative now, but I feel like a lot of the people who aren't online are just as creative, if not more creative. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the only difference between the two is like some of those people don't really believe that their creativity is that, impressive or intriguing, but it is, bro. It is because I spend a lot of time. Yo, CC 98, what's up? CC Motion 98, what's up, man? I spend a lot of time online, bro, and it's like it's so many creative people online, bro. It's crazy. Like there's this girl, man. There's this girl who literally makes everything from scratch, bro. Today I watched her make sugar from scratch, gang. She went and got sugar cane. You know what I mean? I've heard of sugar cane. You know what I mean? We always all go to the store and buy sugar, bro. But Shorty made sugar from sugar cane, man. She literally got the sugar cane, cut it up, feel me, put it in a blender. This looks so easy. Put it in a blender, put some water in there, grinded it up. After she grinded it up, she kind of took the juice. You know what I mean? She kind of strain it. You know what I mean? You take the juice, strain it through like one of them strainers. Take the juice, man. Cook the juice from the sugar cane until it started like to caramelize. That joint caramelized. Shorty then poured it out on like one of those baking trays, fam. Put it in a baking tray with like a liner and froze it. After she froze it, she just took it out because it's like transmutation, bro. Like I only know about transmutation because I used to watch anime, bro. Full Metal Alchemist. That was really based on transmutation, the process of taking something, breaking it down to mad components, and restructuring and creating it. You know what I mean? That's like mad creative, homie. Like, so she literally transmutated this plant, fam, from a solid, which is a solid item, to like soluble, which is like substance. You feel me? And then after she caramelized that junk, put it on the liner, bro, she literally froze it for a certain amount of time to where it was a solid again, and then grinded it up and had sugar, bro. Everybody on there was like, "What? I'm never buying sugar again in my life, fam." What's up, Mike? This is so creative. I didn't even know because I'm looking like, yo, this is brilliant. But it's so many of y'all out there that are even more brilliant than that, bro. And you got to show your creativity, bro, because you could really be helping a lot of people, fam. Watching that video, bro, I want to go buy some sugar cane, see if I can make my own sugar. I don't want to go to the store and be shout out to Oscar Yo Balinas. Balinas. You know what I mean? I don't want to like keep buying sugar if I can make my own sugar after watching her video, but that's the impact on your creativity right there. You dig what I'm saying? Whole time, I'm sure she never thought like that video would go so crazy. Like, but it's a lot of people that don't know how to make their own sugar. I'm one of those people. Watching that, I'm like, man, what? But she makes a lot of things from scratch, bro. So the reason we talk about creativity is because, bro, a lot of y'all behind the screen are mad creative, bro. You feel what I mean? A lot of y'all are mad creative, bro. You gotta show that creativity, and online really is the perfect place, man. It's the perfect place, bro, to inspire others, create, give people new ideas. Now I'm like, man, I gotta make my own sugar. I even want to get a juice press. Now at first I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to buy one off of Amazon or whatever, the electric jump. But then I seen this other girl using the manual press, man. I'm like, man, I need to get the manual press. Whole time, she also showed me like, yo, bro, you don't gotta go buy juice from the store. A lot of the juice from the store, fam, it's not even a lot of ounces. Like, it's not a lot of fluid in there for real. You know what I mean? And it's preservatives, blah blah blah. You feel me? So Shorty like did it like a compare contrast, bro. She got like orange juice from like the grocery store or something, and got like not pineapple juice, and got an actual pineapple, fam. And when she pressed the juice, Shorty pressed the juice from the pineapple gang, it was literally a lot more juice than you even would pay for. It's like all of this is so creative though. Even though it's simple, it's very creative though. It's like it's mind blowing, fam. It's like, dog, she's really, it's just one person, man. This one person. There's a lot of people online that teach me a lot of different things. You know what I mean? And what I want you guys to start doing is like tapping into your creativity, bro. It's something that you're doing at home that a lot of people don't have the knowledge of how to do, that you could get online, show those people, and impact the world. Because I feel like people that come out with new ideas and ideas that basically move the universe, bro, those are impactful people, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Because you got to think of all the people back then who created inventions. Those are ideas. Those are their creative ideas. They have impacted the world all the way to this point. You know what I mean? Like even from the phone and all that. You know what I mean? Like glasses. You could think about anything. Broom. Like shoes. You know what I mean? Like they've literally impacted the world from being creative. Everybody, yo, what's up, man? Everybody needs to tap into their creativity. A lot of people shy away from showing that, man. You know, a lot of people shy away from showing their creativity, and it's like that's like a blessing, bro. God has literally given you a blessing, bro, to where it's like you have to share that. You have a certain information you're supposed to share with the world. You feel me? Or a certain skill you're supposed to share with the world. You dig what I'm saying? Like all of this is to impact the world, to create like an effect, a ripple effect. And then you gotta think about how many lives you're gonna be changing. You're gonna be changing so many people's lives. You wouldn't even know that your creativity could change all these people's lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like mind blowing, bro. I'm telling you, like the comments under this video, this was like a 3-minute video, not even a long video, bro. Everybody was like, no way, bro. I buy sugar all the time, man. I'm never buying sugar in my life. You feel me? Like, cause Shorty had really made an impact off a 3-minute video. A 3-minute video of showing something that she probably has been doing for a minute, like being creative as far as, cooking. You know what I'm saying? As far as I don't know, it's a culinary, you feel me? Everybody has some type of skill, some type of creativity. But people be scared, bro. They be scared, like, oh, this ain't this not gonna come off cool. Or, like people might judge me off of this. Like, bruh, it's a lot of creative people. And those are the most impactful ones. If you got a new idea, bro, like for instance, the other day I came on here, I'm like, man, if any of you guys can figure out how to work AI to literally go online for y'all, bro, and take all the surveys on all survey sites, you will be a millionaire, you heard? And it sounds so stupid, right? But whoever can really do that, it's like, bro, you're literally tapping into like a source to work for you, a smart source. Like, I'm not good with AI. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of people out there go with like technology, AI. If you could literally employ AI, bro, forget taking surveys, but just employ AI to just do all your work. That's creative, bro. You could literally show a lot of other people the same process. Like, you know what I mean? I see commercials for that, bro, but they haven't really fully tapped into that on the level of what I'm talking about. Like, one person who's good at computer could literally learn AI, bro, and have AI literally take care of everything online for them. Everything online. And it sounds so crazy, but it's like, imagine if you're that person, you know what I'm saying, that that has the creative mind to do that, you're gonna be so far ahead in the future, you know. But somebody who might have this ability that I'm talking about might be like, man, that won't come off cool online. You know what I mean? Like, I might not get popularity, and it's like, oh, bro, who cares? You're changing the future with that. You're changing the future with that. I wish I knew AI, but I'm telling you, if I knew AI, I had AI taking all the surveys for me on all survey sites, and I will run it up, bro. When I say I will run it up, I will literally run it up to like mad bands. Cause AI be taking surveys on inbox dollars, cash kick, earn house, all these surveys. Like, I'm talking about, it's taking all the surveys. We need every survey took, and then after that, you know what I mean? I get the bag because AI is my employee. Like think about that mindset though. Like, but that don't really might not really register with a lot of people because it, like I said, you might have a real cool idea and people might not even think that it's that cool, but it's gonna be the ones that understand that information that you're gonna change their lives. You're gonna impact their minds. Cause everybody not gonna, resonate with what you thinking about, but a lot of what y'all be thinking about is brilliant, even though it might sound kind of crazy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sean said I'll send you $13, 13 ounces for nothing in return. Nah, don't send me anything, bro. I'm good. I love that you're so giving, but I don't want you to send me no tree, man. I got tree, bro. I'm straight. I can go roll up right now, man. Feel me, burn one, man. I just want you to be creative, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving no address for none of that, Sean. You feel me? I'm not even moving like that, man. That's like too old, man. Like, I'm good. Like, if I need that, I could get that in my where I'm at, man. I appreciate you, bro. The most you could do for me, bro, is go check out my Patreon, man. I mean, I'm mad creative on there. You know what I mean? I'm putting a lot of things on there, bro. Of course, but I'm not selling substance, bro. That's not how I'm trying to come up, man. I'm trying to come up professionally. You know what I mean? The right way, Brodesky. You know what I mean? Shout out to that man, Aaron the plumber, man. Aaron the plumber, we're talking in the right way. Bro, I would never do OnlyFans, gang. I got too much integrity, morals for that. You know what I mean? Like, no diss to OnlyFans people, but you really selling your body for like $10, $7. That don't really morally sit right with me, man. I'm creative. I wouldn't have to do OnlyFans. I'm so creative. Like, just to fall back on what I'm talking about, like, I got a lot of ideas. Like, when for me to even, you see the glasses I got, like, I never was even thinking about these glasses, bro. Like, just to give you the idea of my creativity, I was just fully working, and then I actually wanted some. I'm like, man, let me get some glasses. I wore the glasses one time walking around, fam. Everybody like, oh, I need those, I need those. Boom, the idea struck my mind. Boom, I need men's and women accessories ASAP. Boom, grab them. You feel me? Cause yeah, I'm not thinking like, oh, this is gonna go crazy, but this is something that literally goes crazy. Who doesn't want accessories, bro? Yo, get entertained. What's up, man? I'm trying to level up every day, man. You heard? Level up every day, man. Be creative every day, man. Every day is a new chance to unlock another percent in your brain. But we ain't unlock all our brain yet, you heard? So the only way for me to do that is to put my stresses at ease. You know, be a lot of thoughts really running in my mind, you heard? So some of those thoughts, like, are they beneficial or are they not? I gotta kind of push them back a little bit. So every day you got try to unlock 1% of your brain somehow. You know what I mean? He said, here's the point, but here's the thing. What point do you realize that working out, my God, I'll send you two. Man, Sean, you must be like discouraging, bro. You know what's crazy, Sean? You could never like convince me to do that, bro. Let me tell you why. Cause once I retired, you heard, bro, besides you, it was so many people like, what's up, Jacob Henry? it was so many people like you, like, yo, YS, bruh, you know you the man. Like when it come to that, they call me Swift. You know you Swift with that, man. Like you really like, run it up, trying to convince me to get back to doing that. And it's like, yo, bro, that stuff is a dub, bro. Anything that's a dub is like it's never being revived, bro. If you a dub, if I say Sean a dub, Sean is never getting revived, gang. Not in this realm or 9, 11 others, So it's like, man, pushing the bag is a dub, bro. For me, like it's a dub. It's never coming back, bro. Not ever. You know what I mean? The most I do is smoke some green, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I just feel like that's a waste of my potential, man. I'd rather sell merchandise. I'm so creative, I could sell merchandise. You feel me? I'm so creative, I could probably sell my art. You know what I mean? I'm so creative, I could sell my music. It's a lot of other things I could sell because of my creativity. A mirror, we're talking about tapping into your creativity. You know what I'm saying? Aaron, knock, knock, knock. It's the feds. Open up. Nah, I don't work for the ICE, boy. You know what I mean? I work for the Lord, man. I'm here to tell you to tap into your mood, your creativity, Aaron, Amira, Justin, Jacob Henry. Come with a different accent. Would I sound like I'm from something Scottish? Scottish, Scotland. Y'all gotta tap into y'all creativity. I'm so creative, I could try to sound like a foreigner, you know what I mean? Yeah, get entertained. Are you not entertained? Yeah. It said they raided heaven. Nah, they could never raid heaven, man. You gotta get through them gates. Stop it. Y'all heard about the pearly gates? We gotta look up what the word pearly mean, you heard? Like it seemed like it's impenetrable. Yeah. Everybody tap into your creativity, man. Don't shy away from it, man. A lot of y'all are very, the crazy part of what I'm saying, a lot of y'all are way more creative than a lot of people online. And it's not a competition, but I'm just saying it's a lot of people out in the world that are so creative and they don't show it. You know what I mean? He said, I knew they shouldn't have opened a Home Depot up there, man. Why you hating on Home Depot, bruh? Yo, this man Sean is literally trying to push me to sell tree, and it's like, what's up with this guy? Is he the police or something, Doc? Tell the police I'm good, Sean. We ain't pushing the bag. What is you? If we try and get to the bread, yeah, we gotta do it legally. When we try and get to the croutons, I need funds, but not bad in the worst way. Perdusky. Yeah. Undercover Sean for real. FBI status. Open FBI. Open up. Why? Nah, man. I love the kids, man. First off, let me tell you something. I don't like adults who talk to kids that ain't related to them. That's weird. You know what I mean? Most you could do talking to a kid that's not related to you is short conversation. You know what I mean? Oh, that's not it, youngster, or whatever it is. But other than that, sitting there and having a full conversation with a kid that's you're grown up and they ain't your family member is a dog. We ain't on that. Yo, Sean, if you want to help me, Sean, go sub up to the Patreon, brother. That's all I need you to do. I don't want you to send me no weed. Weed is legal, brother. If I need that, I go to the dispensary, man. Like, come on. Go to the Patreon, man. You know what I mean? Or buy my ebook. I got an ebook, man. Buy one of the ebooks. Read what I'm writing about, man. See if I'm creative enough to write, to produce good literature. You're like, you know what I mean? See, I ain't go to Harvard or Stanford or nothing. You know what I mean? One of them top schools, bruh. But see if your boy is creative on the writing level to produce good literature. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, man. Spending $13 on that. It's only 7 or 5. I think it's 5, bro. You want to send me $13 and all that, man? Spend 5, get the book. Nah, go ahead and spark that up. I don't smoke cigars, man. I smoke green. Tree. But say I look like I eat cinnamon buns. I used to like cinnamon buns. Boy, cinnamon buns is busting, bro. Especially in the morning. I'm about to put you on right now. Look, check it out. Get the cinnamon bun, right? Boom. Warm it up for like 13 seconds. You heard? Boom. Get some vanilla ice cream. What? Stupid combo right there. That's when I used to have a crazy sweet tooth. That's a combo. Cinema bun, lightly warm, 13 seconds, really. You don't want to be too sore for real. Like, you want to still have that a little bit of crunch, you know what I mean? Not too cakey, you know what I mean? And you get some vanilla ice cream, put it together. Come on, fam. My boy Surprise said he just hit the fattest. That's lit, that's lit. Yeah, yeah, I just give you a combo. Cinnamon bun with some vanilla ice cream, man. What? You get a nice cinnamon bun with a nicely made, you heard? Like one of them nicely made joints. Just get y'all a combo right there. But see, that's on the creative level. I'm creatively thinking of combinations. I'm thinking of life expectancy. I'm thinking about combinations in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I always tap into my creativity, bro. Y'all gotta tap into y'all's, man. You feel me? He said, bro, I feel like Sean. Yeah, yeah, he's really talking about substances, and I've already denounced that. I told him, I said, oh, bro, like, you know what I mean? I really don't entertain that. My man has been pushing that on every live. He said cubic zirconiums. I don't know what that is. I'm smooth, man. Nah, I'm smooth, bro. I just woke up from a nap, bro. You feel me? Is Sean still in here? FBI Sean, man. I just woke up from a nap, man. Today we discussing just tapping into your creativity, man. Don't shy away. A lot of y'all are very creative, bro. In all honesty, and I feel like there's a lot of people outside of online that are very creative compared to a lot of people online, and you could really impact the world. You know what I'm saying? KDS, you be drawing stuff. Man, draw a beautiful picture, man. A beautiful picture should just have a lot of life, forest. You know what I mean? Like a scene, man, a jungle scene, man. Produce a jungle scene or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sean is on the wrong path. Do not be like Sean. Instead of wasting your creativity doing ill things, man, all you gotta do is tap into your creativity and do the right things, you heard? Do the right things, man, you know? We 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of these guys. They got catch up, you know what I mean? Catch up, man. But we trying to lap them, you heard? Lap them. They got catch up. What? We dipping. We trying to lap them twice, 3, 4, 5. How many times? It don't matter, man. We lapping them. On a 1 to 10 scale, man, Eminem used to be very creative before he just became a rage rapper. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Eminem used to be creative before he became like a dark rage rapper, bro. Now to me, he's a dark rage rapper. You know, like I don't like what he really be talking about. He said, "I'll spin back if I get eat some lines instead of apparatus." He said they can't feel what you mean, at least for the moment, bro. Nah, facts. You know what I'm saying might be only certain people gonna catch it, bro. A lot of y'all creativity is beyond imagination. Some of y'all are really creative, gang. I'm not gonna hold you, but don't be shy. Show the world, like show the world, bro. It's you not even showing the world, you changing the world because a lot of people don't have the knowledge, gang. I'm telling you, like knowledge is really power. You hear people say knowledge is power. Like you talk about having a sense of power is knowing something, bro. Knowing something that you need it for life. You know what I mean? You could live a better life off of, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine we can't go to the stores, bro. If I could find sugar cane, I know how to make sugar. Easy. You feel me? It's just like, okay, that's just like a dramatic example, but I'm just saying, like, I got that knowledge from someone else's creativity, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they changed my mind, bro. Besides me, a lot of other people too took that information from that one video. That's how impactful your creativity is, bro. It impacts a lot of people's mind because it's new info. You know what I mean? It's things that like we should know, really. You know what I'm saying? We should really know. You said all what all people need together we rise for show. Jaheim, come on, man. Jaheim saying it, man. Jaheim saying the right thing, man. That's what I'm talking about, Jaheim. What, come on, man. We rise together for show, man. That is the statement, bro. Because a lot of people withhold information. That's why a lot of people are not in better positions in life. You heard? That statement right there that Jaheim just made is a golden statement. You feel me? What all people know, we rise for show. You dig what I'm saying? But a lot of the times people withhold information from certain people, man. Like you might have a friend out there that's mad creative and you like, man, can you show me how to do this? And they don't want to show you. You feel me? I've had situations like that happen to me, bro. You know, for the longest time, I'm related to the music, bro. I was trying to learn how to engineer, bro. I was around people that engineer, fam. They never wanted to show me this, bro. And I always be thinking like I really needed these people, but I'm creative in myself, so I had to literally go into myself and tell myself, look, this is something you're capable of doing, just as you see them doing. No cap, I'm telling y'all, like, and when I did that, bro, I literally learned it with no help. Wavy Wayne helped me. Wavy Wayne is a teacher, you feel me? But that's me again, going back to how impactful someone else's creativity can be to your life. I'm watching a guy that I ain't never met. I don't know this guy. He's on YouTube. You can look him up. His name is Wavy Wayne. And anybody trying to learn how to engineer anything relating to recording yourself, you tap into Wavy Wayne. But once again, that's someone else's creativity that is basically information that's changing the way a lot of people learn and think. That's what made helped me put everything together that I was watching. I spent 24 hours learning everything. Like, I'm not saying I just watched it for 24 hours. Nah, it was like a whole week. I watch one video, then I watch the next video, then I watch another video, then I go back to a video that I watched that I feel like I didn't get everything and watch it again, then watch the other one and watch it until I like got all the pieces. Then 24 hours, bro. I stayed up all night till the next morning till like 12 learning this shit. And when I finally understood, I'm like, dog, it didn't take that long for all those people to teach me, bro. But they withheld the information because they wanted to benefit off of me recording with them. They probably wanted to make money off of me. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be in that predicament until you tap into your own creativity. A lot of people might just want to eat off of you, use you, not share information with you because they can benefit off of you. But you're so creative yourself that once you tap into your creativity, it's like you really don't need them. You just gotta learn. You just need the information. You just need to download, process the information. You know what I'm saying? And that's all to life, bro. Life is all about information, bro. Knowledge and executing knowledge. And we all got great knowledge, bro. You feel me? We all got great knowledge, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other people with greater knowledge that we can learn from. Some of those people are gonna share with us. Some of those people, bro, they're not even gonna want you to know nothing. They want you walking around like there's nothing, knowing nothing. Because some people, you know what's crazy about life is like some people are scared of what you might do with certain information. You heard? So that might be another part why a lot of people withhold information. What does that mean? Is like you might be somebody that's so smart, so creative, so strong willed, like mentally, that if you get a hold of a certain information, you dang there might be a problem. You know what I'm saying? You dang there might be able to take over the world or threaten whatever they feel like you might threaten their position. So they might not privy you to certain information, bro. They might have that fed. You feel me? Like, man, you know, get entertained, probably always winning. He always on top. If I share this information with Get Entertained, he might take over, bro. I'm scared. I'm gonna keep this from him. You feel me? And it's a lot of people like that. Yo, Grizz, what's up? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got that type of information, man, and they might be scared to share with you because they feel like, yo, this person might take over. This lady might take over if I share this with them. And it's always like that, bro. And that's when you got to tap into yourself. Because if you around people that don't want to give you the right information, bro, it's gonna be hard to get to that level. You gotta tap into yourself, go find it yourself, and there's other people out there that's willing to give you that information, that's ready to give you that information. You know what I mean? You just gotta go find it. That's what I had to do. Bro, I was around I'm telling you, I was around some cold engineers, bro. Cold engineers like that could have showed me I could have been a master engineer. They never showed me. They ain't never want to show me. None of them. Not one. You feel me? Yeah. And until I'm like, man, I could do this too, bro. How do I do this? Let me find the right information. Wavy Wayne, boom. All right. I'm a process all the information slowly, because there's no rush. Boom, process the information. All right. Now I need to execute. Once I get the information, after processing the information, I got to execute. Execute was getting the computer, boom. Getting the software on there, boom. You know what I mean? Getting the mic, boom. Getting the stand, boom. You know what I mean? Get all that. All right, for sure. Now this is the first test run with the information that I've processed and executed. Let's see the results. You know what I mean? 24-hour, the results was in. By the morning time, I was an engineer, you heard? Overnight, you know what I mean? and it's that easy, bro. For you to get some information, process it, transmute it, execute it, and then be where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. That's how easy it is. And it works for everything, bro. Literally everything. I just related it to a real example through music. Because, bro, there's a lot of people that do music, they can relate to what I'm saying. They in the studio with an engineer all day. They like, yo, teach me how to engineer, bro. Teach me how to make beats. But the person don't never want to do that for you. Don't never want to do that for you, bro. Why? Because they already might be threatening you. You won't need them no longer. They won't be able to benefit off of you, or whatever they're getting. You know what I mean? It's gonna get threatened. So this applies to a lot of other things, like even businesses. You know what I mean? So you're so creative, you could go find it yourself. You can go get the information yourself. That's what I'm saying. You, you're so creative, you go get it yourself, bruh. A lot of y'all are creative, bro. I'm telling you, God gifted a lot of us with a lot of creativity. And it's almost like, look at your body as like, okay, like a city, right? Your body's a city, right? Now, in this city, bro, it's so many things in this city that you haven't explored, family. You know, and a lot of the times it might be because, you know, you got other things on your mind, bro. Life is going on. So it's hard to like really think about what I'm saying right now. But it's like, bro, in this city, bro, you got so many things that you don't think are possible that are possible, fam. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping it 1,000 with you. I never thought like, yo, bro, I would be like a carpenter type guy. Like, but when I was younger, bro, I was good with fixing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I forgot that. Then I had to get a job that I was doing that. I'm like, dang, I'm really doing this by myself. Like, this is crazy. And it's like, okay, that's one of the things I got inside in the city, somewhere chilling in there, like DIY, Mr. Hands On. You feel me? Same thing. If you think about it, okay, that hands on applies to mixing and mastering and recording. It's the same hands on. It's the same creativity. But what I'm saying to y'all is the same, y'all are the same way. You gotta go inside in this city that you got a lot of talents and intriguing things going on, and find that. And find it. You feel me? You gotta find it, bro. Like even with me coming up with clothing design, I haven't put out merchandise yet officially, bro. But just the creative ideas of some of the design I have, I'm like, man, that's a hit. You feel me, man? That's a hit. It ain't out yet, but I'm feeling like, yo, this joint is a hit. You feel me? Because I'm like, man, I just feel like I could just find more creative source inside of me. You feel me? It's a lot of creative source inside of me. You know, at the end of the day, we all have that, bro. Explore it. Don't shy away from it, man. When I say you shy away from it, some of us have brilliant ideas, and it's like it sounds so crazy, right? You're like, man, that idea sounds nuts, man. That sounds stupid. That sounds like it won't work, but bro, it's brilliant. It's an idea you should try to execute if you got the means to doing it, because it could really change the world. You know what I'm saying? It could change the world, bro. And a lot of things can change the world. Like I'm gonna give it to y'all on simple levels, man. It's people that on Instagram, bro, they do fashion. They do fashion outfits. Like when I say fashion outfits, like that wouldn't you wouldn't think that would be creative, but that's creative. Why is it creative? Because out there in the world, some people don't feel like they got a sense of style. So them watching someone else put outfits together might motivate them. What's up, FedEx? Might motivate them to tap into their creativity and their style. Like this is the effect of what I'm saying. Cause bro, I be seeing people, many people that do the outfit thing, like outfit of the day today, ooh, and it's people that be in the comments like, oh man, you make me want to go out there and get my style going, get my certain fits, try this out. You make me want to, you feel me? This is the impact of people's creativity, bro. And this is on like a simple level. Like there's people who they're literally doing dance moves, you know what I mean? Dancing on Instagram and people are like, oh man, like I've always been a dancer. You make me want to get back to dancing. You feel me? Like stuff like that. And it sound cliche, but it's real. This is real. Like this is what your creativity does. It has an effect to really push people, bro. To really motivate people to tap into theirs, to really wanna put out their ideas, you know what I mean? Wanna go for things that they've been holding back on or that they put aside, you know what I mean? That's the effect, bro. So when you're doing this, you're not really just doing this just for you, you're doing this for the world, gang. Like it's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? It's much bigger than you, man. And I'm really just kind of understanding and learning that online, but it's like online's a stage to change the world. Y'all feel me on that? It's like the stage to change the world because it's like universal communication right here. So you could be somebody that's so creative and has so many ideas. You could change the world, bro. I mean, you might not be able to do it all the way you want. Y'all get me? You feel me? If y'all smell me, but it's you could do ripples, drops, ripples, because some things you put out here might be threatening to them folks, man. You gotta understand. You know what I mean? They might be on your bumper after that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know what folks I'm talking about, put a W in the chat, man. But other things you have is for the public. It's for people like me and you. It's for regular folks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for the people that got mad bread and they already got companies and your idea trying to take out their franchise. Nah, that's not what we discussing. We talking about good ideas for the folks, the people like us, you heard? You know what I'm saying? That could change our life, impact our life in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is, yeah, you could be overly creative like this. The guy who kind of like has plastiline. He's very creative. The dude who took plastic and melted it down to create gas. But he's threatening a big organization right now. You heard what I'm saying? And if he had the funds to execute that information, it would be a problem low key. That's just an example of what I'm trying to say. It would be a problem low key if he had the money and finance to really threaten those guys. Like that's a big business he's kind of threatening. But I feel like he would have to basically work for those guys somehow, because he wouldn't be able to be bigger than them. But even then, his creativity could spark the ideas for a lot of people out there who have that knowledge of doing what he's doing to kind of start something. You know what I mean? Like there was a guy who had the car running off of water. His car was running off of had the car running off of water. They got him out of there. Why? Because that idea was too impactful, bro. It was too impactful. Who was gonna buy gas if we could have a car running off water? Ain't nobody buying gas. Ain't no more gas stations. The pumps is all. It's a dub. Only thing we had the gas station for is snacks. Man, what? Homie just put out the knowledge we could have a car running off of water. But this is how impactful your creativeness can be on a world stage. And when you get it on that level, it's gonna be a little bit of an issue, man. Honestly. It's gonna be a little bit of an issue. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you take the big risk. But you could do it behind the scenes. You did what I mean? Behind the scenes, you can put a lot of people on, bro. You could introduce a lot of people to new ideas behind the scenes. You know, you gotta do the light stuff online though. Light stuff online. But start tapping into your creativity. It's important. Y'all, a lot of y'all got it. A lot of y'all got it, bro. He said can't change the system to try you out of here. Nah, facts. You can't. You can't. Let me say that. So FedEx Music. Let's rephrase that. You can change the system, but you can't be a threat. Does that make sense? Anybody that's watching the live, you can change the system, but you cannot be a threat. So, in me saying that, it's like you have to figure out how you're gonna do it if you were just creative on a monumental level. What I want to say, if you're creative on a monumental level, the man's that had the vehicle running off of water, he was creative on a monumental level, bro. That was a monumental level. It's like it was gonna change a lot. So the issue was he was a threat. He was seen as a threat. That's when your creativity can be a problem. You know what I mean? So you gotta figure out how to not be a, I mean, yeah, but then he's not a regular person. FedEx Music, the individual, we're not gonna mention that name on here. Bro's a big guy, but he's not a regular person. The issue is if a regular person has monumental creativity to that level, then and is very impactful, bro. Like imagine how many people was going get bro. I'm not paying for no gas if I know how. If my man showed me how to run a car off of water, bro. It's over. We good. We good. What? We got the hose. We got the fountain. We don't need no gasoline, bro. We straight. So that was the main issue, bro. Cause that's creativeness to the T on a universal level, fam. That would have went worldwide. What's up, TT? Yeah, that would have went worldwide. So the statement that you made is you can change the world. You just gotta figure out how not to be a threat, bro. And in that, you gotta be smart. You know what I mean? Like Buddy should have never did an interview, bro. He should have never went on the news. He should have never put that out there. What he should have done was find people who was on the same level understanding as him that he could trust and share some knowledge with them to where that even if, they was gonna wipe him out, somebody would still had that knowledge. Because bro, knowledge is power. It's so many people that went to the grave with the knowledge, bro. The creativity, bro, and it's like we don't know how to get that out they being for real. Like you heard? Like we can't get that knowledge out your being. One of the greatest statements is like, bro, a lot of the most smartest people have ideas with them in the grave that could change the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people 6 feet under with great ideas that could literally change the world, gang. Like literally. And they've all been wiped off because they were a threat. That was the issue. They was too creative to the level where they was a threat, bro. So y'all gotta be smooth. Like Shorty who make everything natural. She's literally changing the food system in a sense. And I'm sure it's not on a super huge level yet, but at some point maybe it could be a threat. You know what I mean? He said, my personal opinion is if you try to change the system, now that's facts. But my thing of what I'm trying to say to you is you shouldn't shy away from that because it's many ways to do it besides doing it worldwide. Do you get me? Like when you have a certain knowledge, it doesn't need to be broadcasted to everyone. You feel me? It's almost like you gotta find who to give this knowledge to where they can continue the same thing. That is how you can change stuff, bro. That is the effect you can have. But once you got a certain knowledge and then, a lot of people start really paying attention to you and it's a monumental worldwide change in knowledge, and then you do an interview and then you do a news reporter interview, bro, you kind of in the red, homie. You in the red. Once you get in the red, then it's like, okay, people are watching you because you's a normal guy. Like somebody who has status can have that idea. You can't, bro. Why you got that idea? Like, nah, they on your heels. They like, man, who you think you are, man? You think you smarter than us? Like that's the vibe, you know. So a lot of y'all are smarter than them. Really. He said you can't get knowledge from all the world, brother, because every nation have knowledge. We have to be together. Exactly. We have to be together. That's why I said you can change the world, bruh, but you got to do it on an individual level. But you can't broadcast that. But your creativity has the ability to change the world. That's one way. Everybody wonder, how can I change the world? How can I change the world? Your creativity, your mind. Like some of y'all got crazy good ideas that are world changing, and all you gotta do is share that knowledge with certain people. But once you want to start getting, you know, admired for that on the big stage for that knowledge, it's like, yo, bro, you in the red. When I say in the red, you getting into like a trap. He said Matrix is all in front of our eyes happening. Shitty streams get millions, but streams like this pure one likes people attention. Cause yeah, and then you gotta understand, man. Look, I've learned them. Like besides YouTube, I love YouTube, man. So I'm not gonna be mad if they don't like the live or what I'm speaking. You heard? Because YouTube loves when I interact with y'all on a certain level. I already know that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, certain things that I might discuss that are high octane, high frequency, they won't push that out. You know what I mean? I understand that already, man. Get entertained, but it's cool, bro. It's a part of the journey, really. Besides YouTube, man, the other day I was kind of like, TikTok does the same thing to me too. Like, dude, I'm so influential in the sense of just being creative, bro. And I'm not saying that as an arrogant level. It's just how tapped in I am with myself. You feel me? I'm just a mad creative person. You know what I mean? Yeko said the Patreon. Get over there, Yeko, man. Stop bluffing. Stop bluffing, Yeko. Get to the Patreon. But TikTok, get entertained. TikTok does the same thing to me, bro. Like what TikTok can do, they literally let me. They literally let me, bro, go live, bro, with their biggest creators. Like, bro, I'm talking about their biggest creators, bro. When I say their biggest creator, I'm talking about they got millions, family. And all of them are like me, bro. And when I say like me in the sense, it's like I know the energy I have, you heard, like the influence I have, because the creativeness I'm talking about, y'all all got it, but I'm inside, like really feeling it, gang. Like, yo, I got good ideas, you feel me? And when I'm on live with these guys, it's like everything will go smooth. But then what TikTok has noticed is like I'm taking their fans, bro. Like I go from having 700 followers on TikTok, go live with somebody with 2.1 million. Now I'm at 1,400. You know what I'm saying? It was a point in time I was on the live with these 3 kids. And I feel like they picked the kids for a reason, because them kids' minds ain't really sauced up or really on the level yet. So, but when I got on there, it's like I controlled the live, bro. All 3 of them requested me. And the scenario was crazy because you had the one little boy. His whole goal was to throw me off, bro. When I say throw me off, he's on the Diddy vibes. He's on the Lil Nas X, you know what I mean? Every comment, you feel me? But it's like I'm really controlling the energy to the point where it's like I got him looking just lame, you know what I mean? Then they got the other 2 kids who trying to be cool because they kind of admire me on live in a sense, you heard? Because it's like, I don't really care about the live, bro. I'm just BNYS, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, what's up, boy? What's up with y'all, homies? What y'all on? They like, what's up, Unc? You look like Snoop. I'm like, yeah, I ain't Snoop, though. I'm YS, you feel me? And I could tell that I was influencing them in that short period, bro. I'm telling you, because one of them was like, man, he like, I don't know, he said something, and I got to roasting him. Man, dude, because they had bangs. They was some mixed kids or something. They had bangs, but bro, I'm telling you, these kids was popping, bro. Like 2.4, 3.6, 1 point something million. All 3. You feel me? But I feel like they got sent my way for a reason, you heard? They probably like, okay, Cause bro, I'm telling you, all the big creators I go with live on there, they have millions, bro. And they want to go live with me for some reason. But it's like a different range of people. Sometimes they send a girl at me, boom. See how I go live with the girl, how I handle the live, but I'm still the same. Boom. Then they send like a dude at me, boom. See how I handle the live, but I'm still the same. But it's like I'm still controlling all of those lives, bro. You feel me? People are coming from their stuff to comment on my stuff. So while I'm on the live with the kids, man, I'm talking about their head. I'm like, man, y'all got bangs. Y'all probably have some big foreheads. You know what I mean? Like, cause you know I had homegirls and friends. Some my homegirls, they was pretty, but they would do bangs to cover their foreheads. So one of them like, man, your hairline missing, huh? You know what I mean? I'm like, boy, you ain't trying to talk about no hairline, boy. You feel me? So we going back and forth to the point that energy so strong. The dude that's on the Diddy vibes, he's not even relevant, gang. He's like boxed up. His energy can't even leave, you heard? And then I get to the point, I'm like, man, I like the drip though, because two of the kids was fresh. The Diddy vibes kids, he wasn't fresh at all. So before I even say that, the other kid was like, man, Unc, I looked at your profile, see you do music, can you freestyle for us? I'm like, yeah, most definitely, man, put a beat on. The other one like, all right, what kind of beat you want? I'm like, man, let me get a Gunna beat, homie. But it's like, I'm telling these dudes what to do. Like, they not, TikTok didn't really expect this live to go like this because they cut the live, gang. I'm not gonna lie. They cut the live and they blocked me for a week. They cut the live and they blocked me for a week because I'm talking about, bro, I had like, there's at least 10,000 people in there live. Like, how y'all in the chat? There's like almost 900 in mine. I don't know these 900. They just spamming comments like all types of shit, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dang, okay, I'm really controlling this whole live right now. And when I got to talking about they Garrett, because little homie kept talking on the Diddy vibes, I'm really like ignoring him. And I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Out of these three, you not really the smoothest, bro. He like, what do you mean, Unc? I'm like, bro, you gotta have your drip on their drip. The other boys, they dripped out. They decently fresh. Cause you gotta come like that. If you got a million, you got an image, bro. You can't. I'm like, you on here looking like me. Black regular tee, you know what I mean? Look a little dingy. But I say that, the live get banned. Homie get he get the live ban instantly. Instantly. The Diddy boy, like, I'm talking about instantly. So I'm like, oh dang. Bro, after I came back after a week, bro, it was so many comments on my stuff like, man, where you go, Unc? We wanted to see you freestyle. What happened to you on the live? Where was you at? So I'm like, dang, okay, I understand. Exactly. Yeah, cause bro, exactly what you said, get entertained. It was like, bro, I was controlling the whole live. And I felt like they kind of just wanted to see how I would interact with the youngins. But bro, I ain't gonna lie, the youngins always thought I was the coolest person, bro. I got 4 brothers, 2 sisters. So it's like I could always connect with the youngins. When I used to go to my brother basketball game, it's fact. Bro, I'm talking about his friends all run up on me like, yo, YS, what's up, bro? Like we was homies, but it was just the admiration because they seen how much I love my bro. You know what I'm saying? They seen how much I care for him. Like, kids are always gonna gravitate towards good people, bro. Naturally. It's like they just could see that energy around you, you feel me? And then they could see that energy around you. And the ones who are not all the way there, they could still even kind of still bend and fold just cause you know they admire you. Like, you know, I done had some tough youngins, bro, like to like really shape up, you know what I mean? Some tough young boys, like, but they like, man, I mess with you, I guess, for real. That's why I listen to this, bro. But if you was a cake ad, I wouldn't even rock with your ass, darling. And it's cause they don't got regards for other people, bro. But they like, man, okay, I'm gonna give YS respect based on the influence, bro. I used to have, bro. I remember this kid I mentored. He went to become famous, bro. No cap. And I don't want to mention his name and everything, but I remember his mama. His mama was like my mama in a sense. This like my little bro. Not by blood, but like just from being all around him for that long. So I remember one day his mama was like, she pulled me to the side. She was like, why, yes, she called me my real name. I can't say that though, but she said like with an accent. She's like, why, yes. I'm like, hey, what's up, man, dude? She like, man, the kids really love you, man. Like, she talking about her son and all their friends, all his friends, bro. It's like they just really love you. They always repeat what you say. You just have so much influence on them. She told me that. She told me this, bro, a long time ago. But it's like, bro, I always understood, bro. Like I've been given a certain level of admiration in a sense to where I gotta use it for good. You know what I mean? I gotta inspire. I gotta motivate. You heard? You know, it's been times I don't use it for bad. You heard? Terminator boy. You know, and I ain't proud of that, but I understood like that other side of me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't really like this guy because this guy, he's OD. He's somebody that he's not really impacting the world. It's more destruction, you know, and taking advantage of folks. You know what I mean? And I don't want to leave like that. I want to impact something. That's how y'all are. Y'all all have that same energy. You feel me? It's just a matter of tapping in. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of times God will show you that, bro. Like throughout life. You feel me? God will show you that throughout life, bro. That you just gotta influence on the kids. Like my nieces, bro. You know, like I'm gonna tell you a story about my niece, fam. My niece, this is my niece. I got two nieces, you heard? I got a lot of other nieces, but these are two nieces that's like closer to my family, you heard? I love them to death, you heard? Like love them to life. These my youngins. One of them told me she want to do a business. She want me to get her the 3D printer. She talking about pretty toys. She's funny as ever. But check this out. So, you know, I used to like hanging out with them and stuff like that. We go to the movies and stuff like that. You know, just for them to have fun, do things, get out the house. And I remember we went to the movies one day, bro, and the one that told me this, I hadn't seen her in a minute, you heard? But I used to literally babysit her for my sister. You feel me? And I was working overnight at the time. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so sometimes I'd be tired. So she'd be like, why, yes, wake up, make me some food. But she was like a baby. She was like a nugget, you heard? Like, she'll put on my shoes, gang, walk around looking all crazy, put my glasses on, but like, take a picture of me, you know what I mean? So, fam, we go to the movies. I ain't seen her in a minute. I've been promising taking them to the movies and all that. This is something we do. We get to the movies, we ordering food. We done got the tickets. It's me, her, my other niece that want me to get her the 3D printer. My sister, like, my little sister, the youngest one, like, I'm gonna come with y'all, so she come with us. You feel me? But I used to do this with my siblings, take them all to the movies, bro. We used to have movie nights, movie weekends. So we get to the movies, bro. I swear on my life, we're ordering the food, and my niece look at me in front of the whole everybody. It's like quiet, bro. She's just like, YS, I just want to tell you something. I'm like, what? She's like, I love you so much. But I'm talking about everybody behind the counter just started laughing, like, because this girl is not that old. She like, she probably at the time was probably like 4 or 5, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, dang, like, you know, like we got a connection that strong where it's like this my niece. I hadn't seen her in a minute, but she just wanted to remind me, like, Unc, man, I love you, Unc. You know, recently they just slayed up on me, man. And, you know, my niece don't miss nothing. You know what I mean? She's like, I thought you was at a new crib. Like, it's just the same crib I used to come to. But it's just like, bro, when you got good, like I said, kids, they just know. They just got the ability to like see who's good, bro. Cause when it kids, it's like different. They still got the innocence. They're not tainted. They can see who's good. And once you good, man, you can have an impact, bro. You can impact the world. You can impact the world in a bad way, but it's not gonna continue. You know what I mean? And I don't even know how we got to talking about this, but I think somebody said something in the chat. Yeah, but you guys are good, bro. Be good, bro. Being good is hard, bro. Being bad is easy, bro. Like when I used to finesse, bro, that shit was easy, bro. It was like being pure is tough. When I say being pure is tough, is like not wanting to steal something. You know what I mean? Not wanting to take advantage of somebody. What's up, Richard Wilkins? How you doing? Champ in the building. Not wanting to like, you know, steal, do wrong. It's tough because it's there. It's gonna be opportunities. It's gonna be there. Like, and you gotta be good. And the crazy part about what I'm telling you is like once you're being good, that's when you have your toughest battle. It's like they want to get you back. You heard? And when I say they want to get you back, it's like a lot of things start happening when you're trying to be pure. And I'm experienced that. Like I used to work this gig, bro. when I used to work the gig, it was a gig where you could kind of finesse and take bags away, you heard? So it's like I got a mind to where when I'm working in a spot in a system, bro, I can always find a loophole, bro. That's how I be thinking, bro. I just be thinking different. So I'm working a gig and I see the finesse spot. You could really finesse, run it up. So I ain't gonna lie, I was running it up a little bit. And then something hit me. It's like, nah, man, you going back to what you used to be. You can't be doing that. And then the place I was finessing at, it's like my OG was related to it. You heard? My OG. So I'm like, nah, I can't even come like that. I even told him about this. You heard? So I kind of stopped finessing, bro. But I'm knowing like, nah, other people is finessing harder than me that have been here longer. So, gang, when I stopped finessing, it's like the manager kind of knew I was finessing in a sense, bro. Because you could kind of, if you smart enough, you could kind of figure it out, bro. If you smart enough. And it was almost like he came to me and he was like, oh, okay. He seen that I was smart enough to see that, but he wanted me to go in there and help him with something else in the office. But I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to work in the office, bro. I'm an outside guy. And I don't know what he wanted me to help him with in the office, but it was almost like he wanted to benefit off of me figuring out how to finesse. And that right there kind of made him mad because I stopped finessing. And it's like our relationship just fell out over that. But this dude used to come talk to me every day, bro. Like, yo, let's go to the gym, this and that, ooh, ooh. When I'm finessing, he know I'm finessing. He the manager. He not mad about that. It's like he wants me. This is an opportunity. But then when I stop, he kind of fell off. Like he stopped rocking with me. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, now I'm understanding. When I'm trying to purify and do good, that's when I'm gonna have the toughest issues, bro. But when I'm doing wrong and living the wrong way, it's gonna seem like I'm living. Not really. It just you having the moments, but that moment can all be taken away from you in one instant, bro. It's happened multiple times. Like when you being good, things are gonna be tough. Why are they gonna be tough? Because they want you to revert, bro. To revert to get back to doing whatever ill stuff you was doing. Yeah, clean mental is better than a couple racks any day. If you could lock in your mom, your wife, your kids, die at the end of the day. An honest man to hold it down. You're the richest of all. That's facts, Mr. Wilkins. That's why I love my pops, man. My pops be on me, bro. My pops been on me for a minute, like just being cool, bro, doing the right thing. I love my pops with all my heart, man, because he always held me accountable for stuff, man. What's up, Emmy? And you saying that is like one thing he always wanted me to do is be honest in every situation, bro. Always do the right thing. That's what he tell me all the time, and it's something that you know. At the end of the day, I'm still striving to be the best at. Because when I see him, he's great at what you just said, Mr. Richard Wilkins, and you have great knowledge, man. Don't even listen to Sean, But at the end of the day, what you said is right. Being clean, living clean, and being pure is the best way to life, bro. Nobody gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that, bro. It's the best way to live. It's gonna have you legendary in the world because you have more of an impact than anybody that's doing the opposite of that, bro. I'm telling you, you have more of an impact. You have more impact, more energy, more everything. Once you do that, like once I stopped doing a lot of what I was doing, bro, I had better ideas, bro. I swear on my life, I had better ideas. Once I told myself I wasn't gonna sell tree no more, God gave me the download to sell cars. I literally sold cars for 3 to 4 years and didn't work off of this idea. Because I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, I gotta stop selling tree. This me wasting my potential. My pops is on my heels about this. We're going back and forth. We're arguing every day on the phone. We arguing every day. Conversation's not the best. You heard? Real talk. And he like, man, you gotta stop wasting your potential. Put this down. I'm like, man, I need it right now. He like, you don't really need that. So I put it down. I'm thinking like, what could happen? What could happen? I remember, sometimes tragedy strikes to give you gold. But my car, I'm downtown in the like the condos in the inner city. I don't know what happened. Somebody busted my windows, bro. I don't know if it was somebody that had issues with me. Somebody just random drunk, because it'd be fiends downtown. So I came out that morning, bro. My window is busted, bro. The driver's window. And I'm like, dang, if my window is busted, man, this is crazy. So the idea just came in my mind because, bro, it was the driver's window. I can't, it was kind of getting cold that time. I can't be driving around. I can't even put the window up, you feel me? So I did the little plastic, you heard? When I did the plastic, I was like, nah, I gotta flip the whip. So, bro, that was the first flip, and it went so fast. So when I flipped it, I'm like, oh, nah, I could just keep doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this until I got good to the point where it was like 3, 4, 5 cars a day, bro. I was making so much bread, Facebook literally blocked me because I was listing too many items sale a day. They thought I was a spam. Well, I'm listing 4 cars sold a day, 5 cars sold a day. I literally had a mechanic that was on payroll. He was with me everywhere. This white dude, man, named Danny. You feel me? I'm calling him. I'm like, yo, Danny, we gotta go look at some cars today. He pulling up ASAP, morning time. We going for 3, 4 hours. Go look at this car. If I want it, we pick that up. Go look at this car. I want, I pick that up. I'm paying him though. You know what I'm saying? But all this success came when I stopped doing something ill. Well, I had so much paper at the time, it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like, but I didn't really know what I was really doing in a sense. Like I knew what I was doing, but I didn't understand the importance of what I was doing. You get me? It was like something I fell into, successful. I'm running it up. My mind is just focused on running it up. I should have been focused on really extending it. You know what I mean? Extending it. But there was times I would slip up, like, you know, I wouldn't win all the time off of sales. Sometimes my cars was getting towed because my neighbors was hating. You know what I mean? It's mad. Very so many cars that got towed, like 4 or 5 cars that got towed because my neighbors be hating. Because I had 4 or 5 cars parked on the street, but we could all park on the street, but they mad because I got 4 cars on the street. You feel me? And I tell y'all stuff like this because it's true, bro. You click my Instagram, I got a car page where I got cars listed. I'm literally on there, merch and everything, you know what I mean? And for 3 years, God gave me that information that I succeeded off of for putting down the tree. This is a truth. You know, even back then, like, I used to finesse. When I used to finesse, bro, I was ill with the finessing, bro, because I'm a smooth guy. Like, I just felt like, yo, if I could really get into your mind mentally, through words, I can get you to do whatever I want. So that was the perspective, finessing. I pull up on you to sell you some tree and really finesse you, bro. You'll still get the tree, but I finesse you on the price because the numbers. I think of a crazy number to finesse you with. You know what I mean? And I never had, I never thought like that was ill because I'm just like, this is just a skill I got. You know what I mean? But doing that was wrong to the point where I had finessed somebody and they told me, man, you took everything I got. When they said that, it's like, man, I kind of felt bad, but I was like, man, forget that dude, man. What? I'm the top finesser, dog. What? Who cares about him? You heard? We got to keep it pushing. So that thought kept playing back in my mind, buddy. Like, man, you took everything I got. You took everything I got. Like, he sent me a voice message that time. You heard? I mean, I had hit him through Snapchat or somehow. Got some bands off of buddy. Boom, get him out of here. Crazy part about Snapchat, I got finesse off Snapchat. No cap. So I finesse buddy. He like, man, you took everything I got. So I'm really still stuck in the mode of grimy mode. Like, man, who cares about him, dog? What? Because that's the time I was on. So I go, and I'm just feeling bad because I remember how he sounded in the voice message. I don't like making people feel bad, dog. But I know I can. You heard? Everybody can make someone feel bad, but you should make people feel good. It's the point. So when I finesse him, bro, he said you took everything I got. I'm steady thinking about that for days. Days that's in my mind. Then I'm like, dang, I gotta stop doing what I'm doing. Like in the sense of like, nah, I gotta stop doing what I'm doing. So I stopped. Although I stopped, I still had to pay back the universe, all the people I finessed. You heard? That's how life is, bro. Is karma, all that. You call that karma or whatever, but you owe the universe for your goods and your wrongs, man. Nobody gonna tell you that, but that's true. You owe the universe for your goods and your wrongs. So put out more goods. You know what I mean? So I stopped Because I realized, like, man, the only thing I could do from here is get darker and darker. At the end of the day, like, I didn't care about Buddy at first, but I kept thinking about what he said. But I'm like, if I keep going, it's like, yo, bro, I gotta be Antarctica. You know what I mean? Glacier mode, super cold. Like, you finesse you and not even think about your emotions, not even care about you listening to what you sent. You know what I mean? That's the only way I could keep going. So I'm like, nah, I don't even want to get like that, because then I don't think I'd be able to have control. I'd be too kind of dark. You know what I mean? So I fell back. I remember I had a big business move with my cousin. I go to Cali, boom, I make the play. You know what I mean? Cousin know I'm finna get this off. So first round go good, boom. I go back again, second round, I meet this dude. He seemed cool. We transact, everything goes smooth. Second time, it's big bread, it's bigger bread. Like, send him like 3K or something plus. My man's finessed me on the same Snapchat. Took everything. That was all the money I had. And when I told my cousin, he like, man, cousin, what, you trying to play with me, cousin? And I'm like, nah, bro, I would never lie to you. He like, man, how you let Buddy finesse you? I'm like, I thought he was trustworthy. Whole time, I've been finessing people like that on Snapchat for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He said, what's done is done. It's about being a bad. Exactly. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you intentionally know that you're doing wrong and you're continuously doing wrong, you kind of have to be accountable for that throughout the universe, bro. And I've seen that happen to me multiple times. So, like you said, Mr. Richard Wilkins is like, be better. If you're doing wrong, put that aside. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, Sean, at the end of the day, you selling them $13 ounces. You finessing people. You got oregano in there, boy. You got parsley in that junk. You got grass in that junk. You know what I mean? You got the little oregano spices in there. And you was pressing pills. You can't talk about no one. You shouldn't point fingers when you live in a glass house, boy. You told us the whole chat you was pressing pills. You need to chill out. Hey, Sean been hating all day. Sean, you told us you was pressing pills. You were really finessing the world in an ill way, my guy. You know what I mean? You could serve some time for that, buddy. FBI, open up. Nah, like he ain't typing nothing now. Look, he type. He said, I'm a plumber, licensed. Hating? Nah, you said something about pills, dog. We didn't forget. You two got the records. You two got the chat records. Stop playing. I'm gonna call corporate. I'm gonna call YouTube corporate right now. Like, yo, pull up that record of the chat on this day of that man Shine telling us he was pressing pills. They gonna pull that joint up, bro. You capping. Stop capping. Nah, we all remember, dog. We all remember. So you shouldn't point no fingers, man. You know what I mean? You shouldn't point no fingers at anybody that's doing anything wrong. Focus on yourself. Focus on being better. You know, I tell you what I was doing so you can understand I'm not a perfect person. Like when I say stuff like, yo, be good, you know, you can have more of an impact on the world. I'm not being cliche or nothing. I was doing wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Mr. Richard Wilkins. At the end of the day, anybody that mentions how much money they make to me, I disregard them. You know, I disregard them because it makes me understand this person has an immature mind. Why do I say an immature mind is almost like they want to be cool. Like think about when you was in like middle school or elementary school, people would just say stuff like that to get people to like them. Like they want to talk about money. They might be like, oh, I just got the newest game ever. You know what I'm saying? And then people will be like, oh my God, you're so cool. You got the new game, the new video game. So anybody that come up randomly and it's like, yo, I make 10,000, 14,000. It's like they want you to like them because they make that much money. And it's like, you just got to get disregarded at that point because it's like, you don't, even if you make 10,000, you should be so comfortable enough to not mention that. You should be so confident enough. You should like yourself enough to where you don't even have to mention that. If I make 10,000 a month, I wouldn't even want nobody knowing I make 10K a month. Cause I understand that if I tell them that, that will make them fake like me. That will make them fake want to be around. That will make them fake want to be my friend. That will make them fake want to get cool OIS. You know what I mean? Like, so I wouldn't even tell them that because I want to know if they really rock with me or not. But when people say, "Oh, I'll make 10K, 100,000," they want you to like them, bro. That's it. They want you to like them. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta like yourself, bro. If you like yourself, why don't you like yourself if you make 10K a month? You should like yourself enough to where you don't even gotta tell nobody, bro. Like, you should keep that on the low. You know what I'm saying? You running it up, you making 100,000, 200,000, 400,000. You do not need to tell nobody you make 400,000 because they don't like you even more when they hear that. They want to use you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even tell nobody, like, yo, I make 100,000 a month, 10K a month. Unless it's like a financial advisor that's trying to help me with my finance. You heard? Like, not no random person that is like, oh, I just say that because I want to impress him. He said, I love myself, but dirty AM make 400K where I live, my guy. I mean, most definitely. But what I'm trying to tell you is, no matter how much money you make, bro, you shouldn't announce that to because when you announce that, it looks like you wanted people to like you, bro. You feel me? Or it looks like you want people to gravitate because you make that much money. And in the end, it don't really make you look like you confident in liking yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, I love that I got 7 people, man. I'm happy. What I'm noticing too on the lives is like, generally I might have more people watching than what it says up there for real. I ain't gonna hold you. Generally, I might have like right now, I might have like 17 people watching for real, even though it says 7. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you announcing your 10K to the chat, bro, they don't even care. Anybody in here could make more than that. I could have people in here that make 200,000 and not announce that, Sean. So it's like, imagine them hearing you make 10K a month and they make 200K a month. They're looking at you like, sit down, buddy. You feel me? Like, but I'm just giving you perspective, bro. You might go in the area and you having a conversation and, you know, you want the person you talking to like you a certain way and you tell them you make 10K a month, but you got somebody in the room that makes 400,000 a month, 100,000 a month. They're just going to be looking at you like, this guy's corny. You feel me? That conversation should only come up if you're having like a financial conversation with advisors. If you're just chilling with random people and you're saying you make 10K, we looking like, why are you telling us this, bro? Me saying I make 10K a month is like you saying you work at Mickey D's. Where I live, 10K is pocket change. I mean, I don't care if you do make 10K, bro. Like, bro, you saying you make 10K does nothing for me, ain't? I'm not mad. I'm not excited. Nothing. It's like a unuseful information for me. You know what I'm saying? It's unuseful, bro. And I'm not trying to diss you, bro. It's out of respect. It's like, why does it matter? It doesn't do anything for me, bro. I know, but even you telling me where you live, 10K is nothing, bro. I do not care, gang. Because what can I do with that information, bro? I want to know, man. Tell me, really. What can I do with that information? I ain't been there to see 10K is pocket change. It's just something you telling me. So it's like, what can I do with that, man? Like, I can't do much, bro. Like, with that information. You know what I mean? If you stay somewhere where 10K is pocket change, bro, kudos to you, bro. Be excited, bro. Be happy. Feel like you on top of the world, but you don't go around having to announce that because nobody cares. The only way that somebody's gonna care if you say, look, listen, why yes, man, look, I make 10K a month. You're a good streamer. I see you have your Cash App up. Here's 1,000. Then I'm like, oh, my man really made 10K a month because I'm not saying that's what you got to do, but you got to understand, if you go tell somebody random that on the street, like, yo, bro, I make 10K a month, bro. They looking like, what they got to do with me? Why you telling me that? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're telling them that because you want to share the 10K with them or what is the benefit? Like, Because one thing I'm gonna tell you is like telling somebody how much money you make is not like that motivating in a sense. It's kind of like weird, you know what I mean? It's not. I don't know if you trying to be motivational, but it's not coming off how you think it's coming off, bro. And I'm not trying to dish you, bro. Kudos to you for making 10K. I want everybody to make 10K plus a month. We all need to make 100K a month, really. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't go around announcing that like, yo, I made 10K a month, bro. He said money, dope, and power. You know, you want some money, dope, and power. You can't get none. Nah, man. I don't want no dope and power. I'm just telling Sean, like, Sean can go talk to a random guy on the street. And the perspective I just gave you, if Sean tells a guy, look, man, I made 10K a month, the dude gonna be like, are you telling me you about to give me some of the 10K? Because it's no other use for that information. You feel me? Now, if he tells that to a girl, just to give you the flip side, she's gonna be like, oh, Sean, yeah, let's hang out. Sean, let's go on a date. Sean, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Like, if she's like that. Because she likes him now. He makes 10K a month. Yeah, you feel me? FedEx Music is like, if you tell a girl you make 10K a month, she might like you more. You feel me? You go tell a dude that, it's like, yo, bro, are you telling me that, gang? Like, I'm getting 5K or something, you sending me 4 bands, what we doing? You know, finesse players going like, oh, 2K of that? You got 2K of that up front? He said, let it pan back on your own speech, man. I know at the end, Sean was saying 10K is low income in that region. At the end, he would start saying, help me grow my income. It's nothing but buying pill. Nah, I know it's manipulation because I just want him to understand, like, he could be misguided, man. And he did this last time. He was talking about 10K on here with a lot of other people, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, you got me good, especially the line when you said I ride in the car. You know what I'm saying? FedEx, I don't know if you're talking to me, but yeah. But now I hear you don't get entertained. I'm just saying my man is prime time manipulator. Yeah, his whole goal, I'm just trying to tell him like, yo, bro, as a guy, don't tell other guys how much money you make unless y'all talking like financial literacies. Like your best bet is to tell that to a shorty, my guy. You know what I mean? Don't tell her shorties that, fam. You tell a dude that, you looking like, oh, bro, why you telling me that, bro? You sending me, what, 6 of that 10K or what? That's it. He not thinking nothing else because when you put a shorty in that position, that's the exact thought. How much can I get from this guy? He makes 10K a month. Am I lying, chat? Am I lying, chat? That's the thought, gang. So just do what you do, man. You make 10K, keep doing that, man. Everybody in here, long as you're live, listen, you got the opportunity to make 10K a month. As soon as you tap back into your creativity, you see how I spend that in, you entertain, boom. Your creativity can make you more than 10K a month. No cap. He said, if that was the plan, that'd be fine. I make 10K a month. I cannot work on making more money to get where I want to be. But yeah, that's why I said it's unuseful. You know what I mean? Like, there was no substance behind that statement. It was like a phrase. I make 10K a month is a phrase. If we're talking like literature, you know what I mean? It's not really a statement, it's just a phrase, you know what I mean? I make 10K a month. So substance would be like, oh, I make 10K a month by trading crypto, having multiple sources of income. You know, my man said he was a plumber, but he didn't really get y'all the sauce on how they running up as a plumber for 10K. Maybe it's people in here trying to be plumbers. Come in here and give them the sauce on how they can be plumbers and make 10K. Where's the substance? You just give them a phrase, bro. You got to come with the substance. In a real way, Prodesky, in a real way. Yeah, yo, Tony, y'all is Aaron the Plumber. Shout out to Aaron the Plumber, man. Aaron the Plumber is funny, man. Aaron the Plumber is a funny guy, man. You know what I mean? At some point, he was trying to get into Hollywood, but it looked like it didn't really work out, and he's back doing his own thing. Do your own thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always do your own thing, man. That's the best part of life. You don't really need a lot of people, bro. You just need God and a strong mind and, you know, motivation. You know what I mean? To do your own thing. Because a lot of time when you try to be a part of certain things, you might not just fit in. You might not just be the right fit. It might not just align with how you're structured. You know what I'm saying? And it could take a lot trying to fit into something when you could just do your own thing. Doing your own thing is smooth. It's easy, bro. It's chilling. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't even be trying to do nothing nobody else doing. I'm trying to do my own thing. Like, I had this one dude. He like, yo, bro. I know you got that template, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sean, man, he's like, I know you got that template, bro. But I do engineering. I got him out of there. Don't worry, y'all. I got him out of there. He was tweaking now. Y'all made him mad. I got him out of there. He like, let's collab, man. You know, I could do the engineer stuff and then you could be selling the templates. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to do my own thing. Bro ain't never hit me back because a lot of people, they want you to be a part of what they got going. Yeah, the last attempts of Sean, the Fed, you know, he turned into his real stuff. He started calling us the N-word. Y'all got that man tight. Hey, it's even tight because now I put him in timeout. He gonna be tight more. He might go hop on his backup account and slide up. He took too many pressed pills. That boy went. He's like, these N-words on here. Nah, chat, yo, that boy off the triple blues, fam. Fat Warrior. Sinister Sean. Sean the Sinister. Yo, get entertained. You got me cracking up, bro. I ain't called you. Call that man Sinister Sean. Nah, that boy said N-word, N-word. Y'all made that man mad, bro. See, that's the problem. Sean wanted y'all to like him a certain way, and y'all didn't fold, bro. And now he's upset, and we're all N-words. When he said he made that 10K a month, I should have been like King Sean, Sean the Great, Sean Almighty. He wanted. I should have pulled him up instantly and did a live with him. Nah, that man tight, man. He's a sore loser, bro. Our boy said, play some R. Kelly. Yo, chill, Tony. Tony, you gotta chill out, man. One of my favorite songs, bros. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And then he had the one, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. You know, that boy used to go dumb. But then he started doing all that other stuff, bro. Yeah, it's like you gotta pack him up, man. Yeah, them bangers is those, you can't take that away, but just the thought of what the man's was doing is ill, bro. It's like it's ill, man. It's an ill thought, man. It's like it destroys how creative he was. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He says the mix of ignition. Yeah, I want to take my key in the ignition. And that's the vision. Got my really, that body got that vision. I'm like, she wrong. I like that she. But I used to know every word to that song. Baby, it's the weekend. I can't be the wrong. Bounce, 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 bounce. What? Come on. Got me out in the street. Come on, on the radio. Nah, it was just like every song from bro was good, but my man was just ill behind the scenes, bro. Like, dude, the craziest part about you guys bringing that up is like me thinking like, okay, imagine you such a big star and you could sing, bro. You could sing and you literally can get into women's drawers from singing, bro. Women love singers, bro. Women love to be serenaded, bro. If you know how to sing, man. I had a homeboy. My homeboy, he was a singer. He would literally do this every time. Like we'll go to a shorty birthday party, and I used to laugh at this guy. And it's like dudes would hate him for this, but this was the way he serenaded the girl. He would literally, my boy K would literally sing happy birthdays. He would be like, happy birthday to you. Like at the party, like in front of this girl have a boyfriend and all that. He'd be like, can I just sing you happy birthday? And I'm just like, this man is diabolical. But I'm like, I watch this man sing happy birthdays at multiple parties to women. while their boyfriend or whoever was there. So when I think about Kels, it's like Kels didn't need the youngins, bro. It was so many grown women that were just ready for him. They were just ready for bro. Like right now, even right now, you talk about some grown women right now, they still love that man, bro. They love that man. So for him to want the youngins, it's just like, nah, man, he bugged out, man. He bugged out, man. And I don't know if that was from just getting overly freaky to where he probably was on goon mode to the finest. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he had younger fans, and he probably took advantage of that, bro. Cause as a star, you're gonna have younger and older people that admire you, and you gotta respect yourself enough, man, not to do something so nasty. You know what I mean? Like talk to a younger boy. Like even on TikTok, bro. When I get on there, it be some younger kids that go live with me, bro. If it's any younger girl, I don't go live with them. I end the live, bro. They pull up and they look like they in high school because I got a high school sister. I know what high school looks like. You know what I mean? I ain't going live with this shorty. Why am I going live with a high school girl? Like even when it's a dude, if he not mature enough, like he cool, I ain't going live with him. You heard? Cause it's like I'm way older than this person. Like I don't understand the benefit of talking to him now. Now for my little bro, yeah, it's my brother, man. I gotta have him around. My niece, these my nieces, man. But I can inspire other people, kids, but not be personal with them on that level. And Kels, he took it to the next level with the youngins. He inviting them to the studio, and you know what I mean. Sometimes it's about attraction. But it's always about power. People in positions of power are able to abuse others and get away with it. R. Kelly had respect at that time. Now that's facts. Mr. Wilkins, it definitely is about attraction because, but attraction is so superficial though, and people use that to their advantage. He used that to his advantage because, bro, everybody talked, but Buddy was attractive. So you got to think like younger girls, they love singers, bro. So naturally they was just probably like infatuated with this guy as much as the older women. And he knew that, you know what I mean? And he kind of played on that really. But that's what really kills all the talent that he had and creativity that he had, cuz like you said, he abused that, bro. It's a lot of people that abuse that. A lot of stars that are attractive probably abuse that, and you can't be rolling like that, man. You gotta have self-respect, man. You gotta know like this person admires you so much to where you can have your way, but you shouldn't have your way, especially with this individual. You dig? You gotta know that, bro. You gotta know that. Especially if any of y'all become stars, man. Y'all can't be hitting y'all fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be hitting y'all fans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could like talk nice to them, but don't be linking with your fans, trying to hit them. The most time you can link with your fans if you do like a charitable event, like a meet and greet where y'all feeding the community or something. It's women that do it too, but we don't want to talk about. Nah, facts, most definitely. But that's more natural for them, bro. And I don't like to speak on that because I don't want to be attacked, but it's more natural for them to do that, bro. Like they operate different, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's a lot of guys that do that too in higher positions, like judges. I just seen a case the other day. There's this prisoner, the judge that had got on a live by the sheriff. Apparently, he had multiple women that had to do favors for him to reduce their sentences. You know what I mean? Like this, he had been doing this for years. Apparently, the situation with him and the sheriff was relative to like family and something, but it's a lot of dudes that do that too, and those people are just they're the same type of people as Kels, man. I don't know what to describe them as, like same type of people as Kels, bro. But then again, it's like you got influence, right? Mr. Richard, it's like you got influence and you're using it for wrong. That's pretty much it. You got influence, you're using it for wrong. If you know, because you're a celebrity, like Chris Brown can hit everybody's girl, bro. Like, you know how many girls are in love with Chris Brown? There's people that literally pay money to go take pictures with this guy. They pay $1,200. That's like a 2-week check, bro. They paying money that they need to get a photo with Chris Brown. But Chris Brown, he understands like, okay, I'm here for business. Not to say if Chris Brown wanted, bro, Chris Brown could hit every female in the world really if he wanted, if he wanted. Because they all are fans of Chris Brown. But he's not doing it on that level. You know what I mean? And you just gotta understand if you become a star, man, how much influence you have. Having a bunch of influence, you gotta know what to do with it. He said a big thing when women do it is that it's obvious as men, obvious that men want to sit there and say, why wouldn't you want to hit this beautiful woman? As if nah, the thing about that is, Richard Wilkins. If I start talking about this, it's gonna go haywire. But look, I made a video on my reaction channel because I got a reaction channel where I literally do reactions about what you just said. And from the year 2020 till 2025, you can literally look this up, bro. What's up, Rowdy? You can go look up how many female cases in high school relating to R. Kelly situation that has transpired. It's like tripled. It's tripled, quadrupled. What I'm saying is, bro, there's so many female teachers that are like throwing themselves and like interacting with kids on that level, bro, that R. Kelly was doing with other females in school right now. It's just not being put on the news, bro. You could look up how many teachers, bro. It's so many teachers, like female teachers, gang. And when I think back to school, we used to have all older teachers, bro. Ain't nobody really was. You might have like one or two sexy teachers in the school, bro. Let's keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like when I went to school, I could remember some of the sexy teachers in middle school. We had this teacher named Miss Brown. Miss Brown had a husband that worked at the school, so most you could do is have a crush on Miss Brown. You know what I mean? Miss Brown ain't throwing no buns on you. You know what I'm saying? He said I had to fight on there because he wanted women. I told him. I said I'm from New York. Now that's facts. Yo, the battle is gonna be tomorrow, Stony Hawk, man. We doing a freestyle chat battle tomorrow. 3:30 for the first round, 11:30 for the second round. But like I said, yeah, your old math teacher. But how many other teachers you know in school at the time Dorado was fine? It wasn't that many. There was like older women, bro. It was a lot of older women. Now it's been an increase in younger teachers in schools with these young teens, fam. And bro, women when they want it, they want it. So they might be seeing Jimmy, they checking out Jimmy, he fresh, you know what I mean? He look good, he got good genetics, you feel me? And they looking like, man, sure, I could get Jimmy, you know what I mean? Like they wearing the tight clothes and all that. Jimmy gonna like that. So Jimmy might bust her down. And next thing you know, Jimmy and the teacher, they got like a little thing going on, but Jimmy tell his friends, and then everything gets out. And bro, this is happening in a lot of schools, bro. There needs to be a lot of what's the word? Auditory. You know what I mean? Auditors, or a lot of schools need to be audited. The teachers need to be audited. When I say audited, they need to literally do an investigation, gang, where they go to every school and they like do a sting. When I say they do a sting, you know how they do like a fake floozy on the corner to get people who's paying for the box. They need to do a sting in all the schools, bro, where they literally put sexy, attractive kids that kind of work with the police in these schools to find these predators, because there's a lot of female predators and there's a lot of male predators that work in the schools with y'all kids. I'm not gonna hold you. And nobody's talking about this, but it's a lot of undercover relationships going on over there. And but you gotta understand that the student is always gonna think that's cool, bro. Until it gets out. The student will always think that's cool until it gets out. Like when nah, Richard, I'm saying kids with good genetics that are gonna come off attractive to these people. You heard? Like Think about when you was in school. You was a decent looking kid. Now your teacher might have been looking at you, bro. You never know. Like not like that, Rich. You bugging out. Like it's kids in school with good genetics. Like my brother's a good looking kid. You know what I mean? All my brothers are good looking. You feel me? They got good genetics. So my brother used to tell me in school, he used to have this one white teacher that was on his heels. She always talking about her outfits, her workouts, and he told me, like, big bro, I think she wanted freak on me, bruh. That's what he told me. That's I think you should use adults that look like kids for no, okay, that's what you're referring to. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. I'm talking about like people that act as kids, bro, that work with the police. You know what I mean? When I say a sting is usually like someone who looks like a certain thing, but they're not. Like these people will actually look like young, like they could pass for young kids. You dig? Like 17-year-olds or something. But whole time, buddy probably like 20, 25. You know what I mean? Like a decoy, yeah. But it's like they not gonna have no guy that looks like me with a full beard, a mustache. I'm in there in the class, you know what I mean? Like they like, what's up with this man? He 30. Yeah, like it's a lot of people that are like 20, 24, but they still look like they could be 18, 19, bro. They got a young face, bro. So those are the people they get, you know what I'm saying? In the classroom, yeah, to perform the sting. It ain't gonna be no actual kids, it's gonna be adults, bro. Yeah, that's what I meant. I probably phrased that the wrong way, but usually when you do a sting, they're not gonna get a lady that looks professional. They're gonna get a lady who is a professional, but she's gonna be dressed like a floozy. Like you gonna believe she sells her body, you know what I mean? Like then they gonna book you. But she don't even do that type stuff, you know what I mean? So they need to audit all the schools, bro, because it's going on in all the schools. It's going on in a lot of the schools right now. Bro, you go look up the amount of female teachers that's been booked for SA and underage kids in school. The list is super long from New York all the way to probably Florida. He said just shave and put on Steve Urkel accent. He talk about shaving, bro. Get out of here. I ain't trying to shave my beard. I'm gonna be looking weird, gang. I'm gonna be looking weird in there. Personally, I don't even want to be the one that's in this thing. I'm not trying to go back to school. Be in school class with some kids, dog. That's a dog. You're entertaining, you feel me? That's a dog. Sitting in a desk. I used to fall asleep in class. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm in class like this. You better not be boring either, cause you talking about nothing interesting. I'm dozing off, family. Wake up like ring, the bell don't ring. It's time to go. He said, I'm so dead, man. I just stuff happens. Nah, Richard, I ain't finna be in there at all for this thing. That's a dub. I never. My favorite class was like gym, bro. I like gym and like home ec, making food, man, eating. Like some class, it just I wasn't fully all the way there to like want to pay attention, man. So I never. That's probably why I used to sleep so much, cause I wasn't tired. I got enough sleep the night before. It just was. I don't know. I just would fall asleep, especially in a lot of classes. Yeah, I love learning. That's one thing I can say. I love learning, but I don't think school was that interesting because what I noticed the class that I did like, I paid more attention. I was always up. The class that I just felt like, man, I just got to do enough to get through this. I would fall asleep, bro. I remember I had the nicest teacher I took microeconomics, bro. It was me and this white dude named Dean, bro. Dean was my homie because he'd pick me up and drop me off after school and we'll get KFC. You know what I mean? My homie, he cool as ever, like, but bro, he would go to sleep too. And and he was a smart kid. I'm not gonna lie, my boy was overly intelligent. But it was just like the teacher, the message just couldn't really reach me. And bro, we sat right in front of the class, bro. I swear in my life, like her little desk, you know, the long little pulpit, where like it looked like you standing to preach, you know what I mean? She would get on there and talk about supply, demand, and all this. You know what I mean? The curve, S scroll. You know what I mean? Like I remember stuff she talk about, but this was just not so entertaining, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like really, I would just doze off. Dean would doze off. He'll wake up. He'd be like, "Why, yes, I can't focus in there. I can't stay up." And I'm like, "Nah, you too?" He like, "Let's go get KFC though." You know what I'm saying? On everything. Real talk. She was a good teacher though. She was very nice, bro. She was very nice. I'll never forget. She never tripped about us sleeping, but it just like I said, bro. The message just it couldn't reach us, bro. I just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Dean went with my boy, man. Dean was smart, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Dean was smart. Dean took the ACT. Y'all remember the ACT? He got a 36. Y'all remember that test though, the ACT test? The ACT test? My boy took the ACT and got the perfect score. When he said that, I'm like, man, you lying. He like, no, I'm not lying, bro. Look, he showed me that. So I was like, man, you lying. You got a 36? The highest I got on that joint, like a 20 something, like a 24 or something. You know what I'm saying? My boy got a 36. The perfect score. I'm like, nah, I don't know how he got a perfect score. What's up, El Heezy, man? What's up? Boy got a 36 on the ACT. Y'all know the ACT and the SAT, man. Them tests, yeah, everybody had to take some of them tests. Some people took the test and they got a 10. That joint had them feeling like they were just dumb as rocks. But the test didn't really mean nothing, bro. I'm just saying though, like when my boy got a 36, that was like, yo, you really just got a perfect on the ACT? No way. I know y'all remember taking them tests though. Y'all don't remember ACT, SAT? Y'all gotta remember them jumps, man. Or maybe it was just for when I went to school. He said I missed one on math, but it's a memory test, not a skill test for real. Yeah. It wasn't really, bro. I remember we be in the rooms, they didn't really have us like stressing about this, like, yeah, determines for college. Then you had to be quiet and you got the reading portion. Bro, I almost fell asleep during the reading portion. You had to read too many passages, bro. And them jokes would be boring. Like now it wouldn't be even good stories. They'd be boring. Like, and then you got the math part. Then I get to the math part. Like back then I was old boy, man. I'd be like, yo, what is this? When did I even learn some of this stuff? Some of the stuff I knew, but some of it was like sometimes you couldn't even finish all the questions. You know what I'm saying? At all. Yeah, IQ is garbage, bro. I was in Mensa when I was younger, and most of them people were, yeah. Nah, you talking about where you gotta learn to speak? Yeah, you had to write a whole story for these guys, and it's like, dude, I used to BS the story, bro. Like I'll be honest, I used to BS the story. I don't even know why they have us writing the whole story on the back. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like I never liked them tests, man, but they made it seem like that determined your intelligence, your level of intelligence, but it had no determination of anything. It was just like it was like to see your level of thinking. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because besides the ACT, there was something called a Myers-Briggs. Yeah, I remember the Myers-Briggs was more like a personality test. And I remember like when you took the Myers-Briggs, yeah, it was just like a checkup, Rowdy, for real. Cause bro, they used to have us in certain rooms, quiet, isolated, and we had like all take the same test at the same time, same passages, same questions almost, and then we all got to get the best grade. It's not possible. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was just to see who you was really because yeah, because bro, when I took the Myers-Briggs personality test, bro, I literally got every score, every letter or whatever that you could get. Some people only got specific letters. I got every letter. Besides me, it was like a few other people that got the same every letter. Like, and they had us in the group. So I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, man, this is really just to determine who this person is. Cause guarantee you, whoever got all them test results, they know how I think already. They know my way of thinking. They've been knowing that since I was in middle school, all the way to now. He said sometimes you don't have any education, but successful in life, brother, you don't have to go to school. No, not at all. Because success is in the world, information is in the world. So a lot of those tests, bro, they were literally uh what's the word? They were literally diagrams of us. When I say diagram, like imagine you got a whole diagram on an individual, what his mind works like, what his way of thinking is, the level of stresses, you know, how he handles pressure. They got diagrams on everybody that went to school, bro. That was just diagrams. He said math is a logic class, history is memory, science is about practical. Yeah, English is about social, cultural. So it's all to determine who an individual is, bro. That's really what school is, bro. Because everything you're saying, Richard, is the truth, bro. It was to get our stats. They got my stats. They got everybody's stats. Because I specifically remember, I'm like, man, how is it? It was like a social studies class when we took the Myers Briggs personality quiz, and it was like a selective group of people along with me that got every letter, and it's like a bunch of people that got like the same letter. It was like different groups, so I'm just looking like, nah, they done got the diagram and the stats on everybody. Yo, shout out to Get Entertained, man. Love through the screen, man. Love through the screen, man. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be wondering about them tests, man. I was just like, man, they got us taking all this stuff, man. I was the type to always kind of question, like, man, we got to take this. Even the pacer. Y'all remember the pacer? That was a test to see your level of physical endurance, to see what you could withstand, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, I remember this. There was this one kid, bro. This kid literally he ran like 200. He ran 300, 250 pacer in the class. You know, I was trying to beat everybody else, but I couldn't beat this kid. This man was physically ready for a marathon of life. You heard? And there was a lot of people that got like 20, 40. They stopped at 40, 20. That was the one where you had to run and then the beep would go up. Boom. And you got to cross the line before that beep. But then if you even think about the beep in your mind, that is like conditioning. That beat is conditioning, like Squid Games. Think about that like Squid Games now. The pacer is like a Squid Games form of activity, bro. You feel me? So they was like, okay, why yes, he's physically able to run. I think I ran like 105 pacers in high school. Okay. If we was to put him in this type of environment, this is his stamina on a structural level or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's like, who's gonna carry the boat? Stay. Yes, I ran 11 minutes in military school. Yeah, they got all them stats, bro. These are all stats, bro. Like these are all human stats, bro. Yes, personal tests, bro. These are all stats. And when you think about all them tests, you gotta think like whoever was collecting our stats knows our true personalities. They know our physical limit. They know our mental capability. They know our true understanding because we've been getting tested for forever. We've been getting tested in school all the way up till we got out of there. And anybody that had post-secondary school, same thing. So people know how you was thinking when you was younger. You was in middle teens, post-teen, adulthood. You feel me? That's all it is. Personality stats. Cause I used to be thinking like, bro, the SAT is really that important to get into college? You gotta get like a 1,500 for the SAT? Why is it so important? The ACT is really this important to get into college? That's how I be thinking. I'm like, why? I thought getting a decent GPA, you did decent. Like, now you got an additional test, homie. But they just want to see, man. And when I think about it, man, all that was to see who we was as people, bro. Now it's continuous, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know, a lot of y'all remember those tests though, man. I used to think back on them tests like, man, why we doing this stuff? School's supposed to be fun. Like, but school seemed like it was a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? School seems like it's a lot of work, man. We will be having a Freestyle Friday chat battle tomorrow, man. Y'all gotta show up, man. Come have fun. Come rap. Drop them bars, man. Come enjoy a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the tests never end. They are our lives now, Richard. Facts. But those tests were systematical tests, though. You know what I'm saying? We like the universal tests. Those are better, man. Those are natural tests. Natural tests, you know what I mean? The natural test is better than the systematic test. The natural test is really to determine if you're benefiting the universe or not. You know, the systematic test is just I just want to know what YS is like. I want to know everything about them. And if I don't know everything about them, I'm gonna be upset. I need to know everything about everyone in the world and then what they're like. That's all that is. Like, damn, why you want to know everything about me anyways, dog? Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. I want the natural test. What God want to know is like, did this man learn his lesson, or is this boy still a fool? You know what I mean, that's how the natural test going. Like, is YS still a fool? Is he a foolie still, or is he learned something? You know what I'm saying? Y'all come battle Mr. Richard Wilkins tomorrow, man. Boss spitter, man. Pen on another level now, man. Y'all gotta be scared, man. These dudes pens is getting eloquently, intelligently different, you heard? You know what I mean? These pens is involving, man. You heard? These is La Plumas. You know what I mean? These boys ain't even coming with pens no more. They coming with La Plumas. I think that what pen mean in Spanish, you heard? La Pluma, you heard? Wilkins a champ, man. He champ. You gotta come battle the champ. And come see if you can take him down. You know, we're gonna have a lot of other contenders too, man. So y'all come through. We're gonna do 3:30. Yeah, most facts, TT. That's what I'm talking about. Knowledge from the world, man. I want those natural tests in life, man. Sometimes we feel them, sometimes we pass them, but at the end of the day, it's all about getting better. You're not gonna pass every time, but do your best. As long as you try to do your best and you realize when you messed up, then you try again. While you still here, you feel me? So 3:30 tomorrow, bruh. We gonna have the freestyle chat battle 3:30 tomorrow, first phase. And what it is, bro, is just basically I'm gonna give out a word, man. A word might be avocado. You know what I'm saying? For the preliminary rounds, and then I'm gonna look in the chat to see who got the best bars with avocado. So for instance, man, you know what I'm saying? It's only sky up, like we in a two-seater single engine Tesla playing to something like Flambeau. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to go high up. They want me to go low, but I ain't growing out the grounds like the avocados. You know what I mean? Like something like that, man. You feel me? Now that's facts, Mr. Wilkins. So you gotta make your bars kind of like something on that level. That wasn't all that fire, but that was alright. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with avocados, zapatabos. I like the tacos. I'm dodging potholes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of, we ain't jacking that, man. We ain't jacking that. You know what I'm saying? Make that junk sound smooth, man. Don't use profanity, bro. YouTube might not let you put a lot of that on the screen. He said, can I drop one bar on Mr. Wilkins? Yeah, drop the bar. He gonna see it, bro. I can't regulate what y'all type. Y'all got like free will. I just had to crack my neck. I don't know if y'all heard that. Drop the bar so he could see it. You know what I mean? You trying to battle him tomorrow? That way you dropping a bar? What's going on? You trying to battle him? You trying to take him down? What you doing? You trying to take him down? Let me get my charger real quick. Let's try to be on a little more longer. Avocado, he said, dang, that was deep. What was deep? Oh, you talking about the bar I just spit? That was kind of alright. That wasn't even that hard, Mr. Wilkins. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even that fire. I think you really like the fact that I said two-seater single engine Tesla. It's very descriptive of the plane. FedEx, you dropped the bar. I didn't even see your bar. know what I'm saying? Like when I come up with bars, I be trying to like, I'm gonna give y'all insight. I be trying to come up with something so mind blowing that I literally like surprise myself. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does. So don't overthink it, but just be creative. He said Mr. Wilkins gave his daughter to Mr. Kelly. Mr. Wilkins sold his mother crack. Mr. Wilkins stuck a cucumber up his looking like, oh man, you're gonna have to come FedEx, you're gonna have to come a little tougher than that, man. You gotta come tougher than that. Cause listen, I done seen Mr. Wilkins originally battle for the first time. He's not the same person that he was the first time. And then the reason I bring it up the first time is he came back and battled last week. And bro, he's way better than what he was the first time. So I'm telling you, tomorrow, if he does battle or shows up, he's not gonna be that guy from last week. He's gonna be even better. So you gotta come tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you gotta come with some fire bars, man. And it's a lot of dudes in here that really they've improved. Like when I say improved, some of what they writing now, it sound like them boys sound to Hove or something. You know what I mean? They sound to Nas. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so just keep that in mind, bro. Because the more people do things, they're gonna get better. It's a natural part of life. So if you do want to battle somebody, you gotta understand that person that you battling, if they really been battling, they not the same person. They not the same person. I once heard Kobe say this, right? Check it out. Kobe, one of my favorite players. He said this. He said, "All right, let's say we all play basketball, right? Boom. All five of us right here." Mr. Ray Wilkins said, "I think I shake people when I hype them up mid battle." Nah, you be on some diabolical time. You're like, that was a good one. I'm going to get somebody like that, a AUPO, like, oh wow, buddy. It was that, nah, for sure. But they don't be expecting that. But that's the dopeness about you, because I highlighted that last time. I even brought it up. I think he was facing someone, and I told him, I'm like, man, look, you see how Mr. Wilkins even acknowledged your bar was fired before he dropped this third round. I think it was in the third round or something, if I'm thinking correctly. But yeah, it's good, bro, because it shows that you're not insecure. You're not threatened. You're not threatened if someone else is good. You're not threatened if someone else has potential. You're not threatened that someone else has a good mind. You know what I mean? Some people are threatened off of that, bro. Yeah, it might have been him or Grizzly, one of them two. Yeah, but having that, it shows a lot about you already. It shows you really that guy. You feel like that guy. You him. Because anyone that could acknowledge someone else's talent and potential and not feel sad and jealous, they're really that individual, bro. They really are them. You know what I'm saying? The people that are like, oh my God, this person's good on, I can't give them no credit. You know, they're insecure, man. They want to be the only one with potential, the only one with, you know what I mean? The chat and gang. Nah, I did. He said you need a crack. Talk about how I sign a click clack. Cause when Wilkins called a click back, that's when we get big straps. Ugh, Rowdy. Rowdy trying to come here. Rowdy. Come on now. Why yes, he's give y'all a preview of that sound bar. That's the mental sound bar. You know how the streamers press that. Why yes, he's but yeah. Y'all gotta understand, Mr. Wilkins different, man. A lot of MCs done got different, man. A lot of MCs done got different. They done improved their way of thinking, their pen. They done did it once or twice. And naturally, anything you do, you get better at. It's just a way of life. So the more you do something, the more easier it becomes, the more natural it becomes, the better you become. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes, man. We come over here, we have fun. Don't overthink the bars, man. Just be creative. This is linked to creativity still. Freestyling, coming up with bars, that's being creative. And people that are participating in this, bro, I'm gonna tell you, you are literally tapping into your brain, because to be honest, I feel like a lot of people, I kind of have to burp, excuse me, they play with music on a regular day-to-day basis. What do I mean by that? They might hear their favorite song, they sing to it. They might rap in the shower, sing in a shower. But this is different because you guys are creating new new things. New It's like you creating a new substance. So it's like imagine your mind kind of just tapping into more places of your mind, because the only way for you to be able to create all of this stuff every Friday is you have to literally go into your mind and create new things. So you're literally using more places of your head, your brain. You dig? Always look at it like that. You're using more places in your brain and your mind, because to create, you got to go in your mind. You feel me? So what we doing is monumental in the sense of entertainment, but just creativity, bro. Nah. I feel like I'm gonna be honest. The freestyle battles, I feel like it's been seen by a lot of people. I feel like it's been seen by a lot of people. And Rowdy, I don't know if that's what you meant. Because I feel like a lot of people low key tune in. They might not tune in at the moment. Is I've always appreciated language and creative elements of rap. You gotta respect the craft, or it'll chew you up and spit you out. Now it's facts, because it's tough to be in that mind state to create. But once you put yourself in that mind state to create, it's like different, bro. And a lot of y'all are different. But then what I said is like what you just said, it's appreciated language. Music is language, bro. Universal language. So now, even though we're freestyling and somebody might come in here and be like, oh, you guys are corny, this is universal communication. You guys are becoming universal communicators. Because imagine when you drop your bars, somebody all the way in South Carolina, Alabama, whatever, they don't even know who you are, but they like, oh, that's fire, bro. Homie, snap. He just snapped like, yo. That you have literally reached that person off of something you created. You feel me? You Without being there. Like that's the effect of creation, bro. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's the effect of creation. Or when you say a fire bar, I read it out and I'm like, oh snap. No way. Your creation just energized me and turned me up. Cause keep in mind, I don't do that for all the bars. Some bars I might hop them up just because I don't want people to feel bad. But certain bars I really be like, yo, no way. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real effect. That's a real effect. He said music predates the spoken and written word. Rhythm is introduced before we are born. That is facts. The first language was music. First formal language was rhythm and music, before words was even produced, because there's a certain level of frequency. We're all going off frequency here, you know what I mean? Everything is frequency, bro. The reason why I look like this is because I'm vibrating at a certain frequency right now. Every one of you guys the same. We're all vibrating at a certain frequency, a certain rate in time, to where we create the image that we are. You know what I'm saying? So before there were words, it was all sound, bro. It's all frequency. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that's faster than light is sound. People always say light is the fastest thing in the universe, but I say light and sound gotta be equally tied somehow, because sound and light, those two things, I feel like they get to you fast. It said really great entertainment because it got me tuned in. Now, facts, it is good entertainment, man, because it's raw and uncut, man. It's not scripted. It's not fabricated. It's not fake. It's real. People always gonna love the real, bro. People always gonna gravitate towards what's real, man. And everything should be real, man. Because sometimes when it's scripted, it's like it's not the same effect. Get entertained says streets cold, my flow's colder, clip empty, still holding shoulders. They talk slick, ill metal unfolds, real G moving silent like shadow and through. Why is these get entertained? We need you little more, son. My boy coming like that. Yeah, sound is faster than light, but sound is not physical like light. Exactly. So that's why I always thought, because I was in science class, man. Dude would be like, man, light is the fastest thing in the universe. And I'll be thinking like, nah, sound gotta be beating that though. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not physical, but then life is more than just physical. You feel me? Hey, Shabab Khan. So it's actually instant, right? Cause I think it's just right away. It gets to you right away. Cause when I imagine waves, it's like I just imagine them hitting you. You know what I'm saying? And when I think light creeps. It has to travel. Light has to travel. Sound, I don't think sound has to really travel. It just releases. You know what I mean? Sound is releases. He said air stops sound and depresses it. Yeah. He said took some time for me. Not fast, yo. Get entertained. That was fire though, bro. We need you tomorrow, man. You gotta pull up, man. Slide up, man. Push up. Right now it's 2:13. So if I'm doing a freestyle tomorrow, 3:30, you gotta match the time. I'll be on like 3:30. And then in the night, I'm gonna do 11:30. So right now it's 2:13 PM AM. So match that time up. Yeah. But you see, when you start studying sound frequency, you get into like a whole different level of understanding. Um, I wouldn't say I'm a master in sound frequency. I literally did research on that, and then that's when I figured out sound is faster than light, you know. And then I figured out I started looking at some of the best sounds for the ear. You know what I'm saying? I'm on I don't know, it's 2 a.m., 2:14 a.m. right now. So I don't know what time zone I'm on. It's like Midwest. I don't know what that is. I think that might be Central. Yeah, Central time. So when I started looking at what the best sound for the ear was, that's when I started really understanding, like, okay, so if you're, yeah, Central time. So check it out. I'm about to bust y'all heads and I'm gonna hop off, man. I mean, I don't want to say too much on here. YouTube, I love y'all for entertainment purposes only. But nah, it's like this. Once you start understanding sound, you start to understand a lot better. You get what I'm saying? And that's like almost like a double entendre. That statement right there, you know what I mean? But what do I mean by that? Okay, so think about sound as like a tool, like a tool that we can all tap into, bro. Because we can all hear sound, right? What I started to learn, bro, is like, okay, the best sound for the ear, the human ear, is the synth. The synth, bro. The synth is a sound that can literally produce many other sounds from that one sound. That's the best tune to the ear in music, in life, and because it has certain properties, bro, healing properties, stuff like that. Now, I was thinking further. I did further research. I'm like, man, okay, that's interesting. So if I do music, I'm gonna have the synth in every beat. I need the synth in every beat. Boom. Then I started thinking. I'm like, okay, what else can sound do though? Because if sound has properties to heal the body, to repair issues in your body, sound must be able to do a lot. Then I figured out that, bro, okay, there's certain frequencies, level of frequencies, hertz. You know, when we start talking about hertz and frequency is like a certain level of hertz to where you can have sound dispersed at, bro. And the effect of it being dispersed at that hertz is monumental. You know what I'm saying? I gotta read Mr. Richard Wilkins' bars real quick. He said, "Everybody on here rapping, trying to be next up, but y'all ain't really fleshed up. Y'all some rookies messing with the vet, huh? Are you listening? That was a question, and you know I'm asking again, cuz come on, man. Why is he? Come on, man." He said, everybody on here rapping trying to be next up, but y'all ain't really fleshed up. Y'all some rookies messing with a vet, huh? Are you listening? That was a question. You see the vet, huh? Question. Come on, man. My boy rhyming vet, huh? With question. Come on, man. Same syllables. Yeah, I told y'all he different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I'm saying is sound is powerful, bro, beyond understanding. You guys, sometimes y'all hear that. You see how like a scratchy noise can literally disturb your whole vibe and brain. You can literally tone sound to a certain hertz, bro, and you could levitate stuff, bro. I swear on my life, gang. Like, and this is all for entertainment purposes, but do your research, bro. You can literally produce sound at a certain level to where you could levitate stuff, bro. You put something in that room with that sound, it's gonna levitate, man. My boy FedEx Music said, cheat code my life, street lives is hype master. It's sound frequency, you can't beat me. That I'm telling you. You said people who have strokes. Yeah, people who have strokes that disable their ability to walk, apparently they can legit sing words in full sentences. Facts. And a lot of those people go through sound therapy, music therapy. They got to go through music therapy to cure the brain. When you work in a hospital, there's a music therapy department for like people like that. Yeah. But it's look, we can talk about sound all day. That's how interesting it is. But I urge everybody to do research on sound frequency, man, and start really dive deep into that if you have the ability. He said that's why the fastest individual is using light-based wires. The neurological pathway, facts. Yep, FedEx Music. Now you talking about what I'm talking about. But there's many properties to sound beyond that. You dig what I'm saying? It's deeper. It's so deep to the point where it's like once you really get it, dog, you could really understand why sound is so important. You feel me? Like if you think about it, it's like nothing is without sound. Does that make sense? He said, "Cuz this is a chill session with good people with Grace Fries." Shout out to Shabbat Khan. Like nothing is without sound, bro. Like even someone who doesn't speak has a sound. They could say a certain frequency. Yeah, music affects your brain, gang. Like yeah, sound in general. Like and y'all gotta understand, bro. It's so deep to the point where it's like there's certain stuff hidden in sounds, bro. There's certain stuff hidden in sounds, meaning that you might watch something, but there's like a hidden sound in there that you can't really pick up. But then, yeah, he said, yeah, I have a deaf uncle and aunt. Facts. I've been around deaf people that literally can still produce sounds. You feel me? Without looking at them, you can understand. Yeah, even when they kind of it's like it's a certain sound you could comprehend. You feel me? Despite them not being able to talk, that's how amazing sound is, man. Sound is like intriguing, bro. Like a lot of the time people put stuff in sound and certain stuff is sounds in there that's affecting you, you wouldn't even know. You said in the matrix, swimming in frequency, moving light and darkness, having accuracy, spitting poetry, y'all infancy. Know it's me, Cliff Fred, the bouncing dog. All right. Why? See, Cliff, you gotta be there tomorrow, man. Don't be on no Houdini vibes either, man. He said, wait, have y'all heard about the telepathic telepathy? I was struggling to say that. Telepathy tapes. I've heard of that. I've heard of some of them, but then I feel like that's why they produce Stranger Things, just to confirm all that, man. Stranger Things confirms all of that. You know what I'm saying? With 11, some of those kids being able to just mentally. I feel like telepathy deals with sound though, because think about it. Like I talked about how I'm vibrating at a certain frequency to why I look like this. So is everyone in here. Imagine if you come across my frequency and you're able to like I would say translute that digress that frequency. You probably could read my mind. You know what I'm saying? You probably could read my mind because that's how I feel like telepathy works. It's like you gotta be able to like dissect a person's frequency. Once you can dissect that frequency, then you could probably understand the sounds that this individual is giving off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Beethoven was a great musician. I know about him. He said to have them forget and just know Stranger Things fantasy. Now, Stranger Things told you a lot. They told you about what they got under the cities. They showed you about what they doing. They showed you that hey, there's special abilities out here. They showed you a lot. You got to think about certain shows that go viral, bro. Like why they go viral for a reason, because it's certain information in there that they want us to receive and understand. But a lot of people don't catch it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie coming out called the Great Walk, and I'm thinking like I seen it on Twitter. Everybody like, man, this is boring, man. It's corny. And this is a Steven Spielberg. If you know Steven Spielberg, he makes funny movies. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm bad with general knowledge on major writers. He makes scary movies. So I'm whole time. I used to watch this dude on YouTube called I Am K Hess. And K Hess, he does like conspiracy content, man. You know what I mean? Like watch his conspiracy TikToks and stuff like that. And there was this TikTok of this lady, and she said she had like a vision. She had this vision that something crazy was gonna happen to where we all would have to migrate, and we wouldn't be able to use cars. We wouldn't be able to like it's just, we wouldn't be able to move like with vehicles, bro. It would all have to be on foot. And then the movie Leave the World Behind came. And then you start to see all the cars in there was malfunctioning. But it's like before that Leave the World Behind came though. So when she says that, my bad, yo, my lips dry. And I go on there and I seen this movie about a great walk. Bro, it's literally like foreshadowing. The crazy part is like all these people, they have to walk for a long distance and they can't stop. The moment they stop, that's the end. You know what I'm saying? And some people aren't physically fit for this journey, but it's like all of them had to do this. All of them had to walk. So I'm looking like, could this be foreshadowing something? Like, if you think about it, a lot of people they can't even walk to the store for real. Like, they that lazy or out of shape or whatever. So imagine if we all got to walk and migrate somewhere else. Boy, it's over. See, I go off keyboard for about 7 to 8 to make breakfast, but I hear you with the headset. Now you good, get entertained. Yeah, so if we gotta walk a far distance, man, it's gonna be tough for a lot of folks, man. Yeah, I used to watch the X-Files too. That joint was lit. And I was thinking, like, why would they make such a movie that we all gotta walk? What are we walking to? But if you stop walking, bro, they end your life. Cause it's like a platoon. He said Dante's Inferno contained a lyric exactly like this. The people were forced to walk in burning sands forever, and if they stop, say, or laid, they are there for 100 years. So stuff like this is like repeatedly foreshadowed. Because I used to play that. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know, I'm a medicine discovery scientist by career. My opinion is that looking at the outliers is that looking at the outliers is as even more important the general trend of all this data. Nah, it is, but I would say some of the outliers they constantly watch, bro. And what I learned about an outlier is someone that's different than those in society, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, because in math, that's what the outlier was. It was something that was like stand out. So only those that perceive the message are outliers. Those who don't perceive the message, they're part of the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like the outliers are the rare ones. I feel like a lot of you guys are outliers. Yeah, it's a game based on that too. Dante Inferno is a game based on that. He said, clearly, I'm not an English language scientist. My bad on the wording, bro. Nah, you good. I get you, bro. I understand. But yeah, so I don't know what this movie was really foreshadowing, but I'm like, nah, they never just make a movie about walking without something behind it. And mad people got to walk. And it's like, if you stop walking, like you said, Mr. Wilkins, it was the end. So you literally had to walk to make it. I'm thinking like, what if we all gotta walk right now? We gotta walk to Greenland or some shit. I don't know. Can we do that? It's a dub. Yeah. He said I played the game. That game it called God of War was my favorite game, bro. Don't even say nothing about God of War. Dog. I played God of War literally every night when I got it. He said I had some visions one time in my dream and I ran to tell my sister. And the same time I was telling what happened, I woke up Flint bold and just got told my sister and Flint was on TV about the water. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Said top secret. Oh yeah, remote viewing. Yeah, I feel like they do that to me right now. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like it was a summer, right? It was a summer, man. It was a summer, bro. This was one of the craziest summers I have. I don't remember exactly what summer it was, but dude, it was almost like nothing could go wrong in the sense of like every day. You feel me? When I say every day, bro, it was me and my older cousin and my other cousin, bro, and a couple of the guys. Wherever we went, it was the best vibes. Wherever we went, we got the best reception. We had the greatest interaction. It was almost like we had like this infinite amount of just positive energy just constantly circulating. And I feel like that summer, bro, I was supposed to unlock some type of something. But then it was weird what happened at the homecoming was that summer. So the way the homecoming happened, it was like either they gotta like, man, I don't know, man. They had to like literally stop whatever was supposed to be unlocked. And that happened to me because I remember when that situation happened to me after my cousin had played me this film, bro. This film that really sparked my way of thinking, bro. It was a film we watched in his crib. We watched it. It was like an hour film and everything. I downloaded everything. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. I never knew all this. He like, yeah, cause he spent a lot of time in prison. He spent like 2, 3 years in prison. Yep, it dealt with a lot of what you talking about, Shabazz. You know what I mean? A lot of what you talking about. So when he showed me the film, I'm like, dang, cuzzo, I ain't never really knew it. He's like, yeah, cuzzo, I always talk to you, cuzzo. You one of my favorite. I want you to know this information. So that summer, the way we were moving was based off of knowing that information, but we was having the best interactions, family. And I personally felt like, bro, I was supposed to unlock a part of my back. And when I say unlock a part of my back, it's like your spine is really the main thing, part of everything in your body besides your brain, bro. Your spine is connected to your brain. So they talk about your chakra levels. And, I studied that a while, but survivorship bias is a concept where only focusing on success overlooking failure. Nah, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But those are declassified. But I feel like once somebody is remotely viewing you, that's because it's more than just physical, bro. Um, it's more than just physical. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all a few stories, man. It's a lot of things that happen to where what I'm speaking on is very important, bro. Y'all gotta follow me. So if somebody's remote viewing you, bro, that person has certain information on you that you might not be tapped in with fully. Meaning that it's certain potentials and abilities that you probably have, gang. Cause I used to watch a lot of movies, the Ninja Turtles, just superhero movies, Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff, bro. And I looked at that more than just anime. Like one of my favorite animes was Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is literally where Yusuke had to go into the spirit world and do certain things to come back. You know what I mean? Like this was deep. I used to perceive this on a different level. So anybody that's being remotely viewed according to the GOV, it's because they believe that person has special abilities. Now, if we go back to what we was talking about testing, all of this is linked. We've all been getting tested since we was young, elementary, middle school, maybe first grade school, all the way up. So these um datas have been getting collected for a lifelong period. You know what I'm saying? For a lifelong period. So anyone that's being remotely viewed is like something there is very special. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why, because I used to donate plasma, you heard? I used to donate plasma for money, you know what I mean? And when I used to go to the plasma spot, it'd be like mad folks in there, bro. You gotta wait like an hour, bro. You say you have to overcome the greatest trick the devil ever pulled is convincing the world you didn't exist, operate within the framework under your terms with awareness. Now that is facts. That is facts. You have to learn. So when I go donate plasma though, check it out though. Richard, I'm talking about it was such a long wait, and I'd be in there like I wonder though why they want plasma. What's plasma for? And it's like plasma is a healing. It's a healing bro, it's like a healing substance we produce, bro. You know what I mean? And they take this substance. It's just a lot they do with this substance. But while I'm in there, I was noticing like they will always ask certain questions because let's say I'm about to go donate next. I might be sitting next to the office and I can hand them. They ask you an interview. Have you done any drugs lately? You took any got any new tattoos, stuff like that. But then they will always ask this question, bro. Your blood type is still the same. Your blood type is still the same. And I started to realize as I went on further in life, I stopped donating plasma. I realized that certain people with a specific blood type, they have something special inside them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to speak too much on that, man, but it's like we have universal healing abilities, dog. You feel me? And it's not the A or B, it's the other junk. You know what I'm saying? The other letter. And that blood type is so special, bro. It's like you like a endangered animal. You get me? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Cause dude, I'm gonna tell you why it's so crazy, bro. It's like people that need that can smell it. You know how vampires can smell blood, right? It's like the blood type I'm telling you about, it deals a lot with, it's tied into everything. The test you've been taking for a minute, you understand in the world a certain way, blah, 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 and the blood that you carry. He said this is objectively correct and scientifically backed. People will all, yes, are universal and receivers. Yes, Richard Wilkins. It's like scary because it's so scary because I'm telling you, certain people can smell that blood on you, gang. And it's like how vampires would be able to like smell your scent. Cause I remember I used to chill with this girl, man, and she'll be like, "You got a certain smell," and I'd be like, "I don't have no certain smell." She's like, "Nah, it's a certain smell. I like the smell," but I'd be like, "What is she smelling?" Cause besides putting on the deodorant, gang, I'm like, "What can I smell?" So fast forward, I'm staying in like this. It's like a remote area, bro, but it's in the woods. And at the time, I personally felt like the lady I was living with, she was doing like some weird rituals. I don't know why, because she had a lot of books on the human body, bro. She had a lot of books about just a lot of stuff related to that. I ain't know until after the fact. So I specifically remember I was moving out because I had got a different spot, bro. And as I'm moving out, bro, there was this girl, bro. This girl had not been a regular girl because, bro, she said something that literally threw me off. She was like, yeah, something about the old blood type. But it was random, dog. It's like they were having a barbecue, you heard? And this girl had never seen me before, but it was like, it struck me weird that she would be discussing that topic as I'm moving my stuff. Yeah, I got him out of there. Don't trip. As I'm moving my stuff in the U-Haul, she just kept talking about that, kept talking about that. I'm like, yo, bro, Shorty gotta be a vampire or something, because that's my type. What she can smell me? Nah, Richard, I'm talking about people can smell that on you, boy. They can smell it. Some people can smell it. I don't know what's in there or who they are, but they can smell that junk, bro. He said, going back to what you was talking about an hour ago, with all the testings. Yeah, it's like they know. Either they know or they got the information on you or they can smell it. And a lot of y'all got that type I'm talking about, fam. I ain't gonna lie. And y'all like endangered species, bro. Is important because I'm telling you, just the way now, I'm not even being funny, bro. The girl, just a matter of which she was talking about this was surprising because it's almost like she could smell the scent, bro. And it wasn't even a conversation relative to her saying that. You feel me? Bro, it's a random person. It's like she came to visit this person that's having a barbecue. I'm moving my stuff. It's a sunny day, wind blowing. They not even talking about stuff like that. This lady just brings up blood type O, bro. So I'm looking like, what the heck? It was like, she gotta be CIA. She gotta be. But it was like, yeah. And then I'm looking like, what? Why is she talking about that though? But it's like, she's smelling me? Because, bro, it's a lot of girls that have told me, you got a certain scent. You got a certain scent. Bro, I ain't got no certain scent. So I'm looking like, what the heck is they smelling, bro? Because when When I smell me, I smell me just normal. So they must have been able to they must have been vampires out this whole gang. He said, "Yo, near death experience. These people often travel a distant part of the world while they're technically dead. When their brain functions stop, they tell full details about what their family doing there. Nah, facts." He said, "I can't be wrong." He said, "Yeah, Unc, once I had a girlfriend like that too, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not even bugging out. She will always say, you got a certain scent, bro." And you would be like, man, I used to a few girls would say, I'm like, man, I don't know what you smelling, lady. It's my cologne. She's like, nah, it's like Shorty would sniff my arm and then be like, you got a certain scent. And I'd be like, yo, I don't know what you mean. A few females would say that, but I'm thinking like they had to be some way they could smell that blood, bro. They must be smelling my blood or some shit, bro. Cause what scent are they talking about, bro? You say I'm out of here, Chad. Everybody had a good rest of the night. Yeah, yeah. Have a good night, Mr. Richard Wilkins, man. We turned up tomorrow, man. Freestyle chat battle, man. Let's get to it, man. YSEs. Yeah, it's like they gotta be smelling your blood, bro. Cause it's nothing else that you're putting on your body that they can smell, bro. It's not the lotion. It's not your deodorant. It's not the cologne. So when they would say that, it's like, nah, she could smell something. You smelling my blood or some shit like that, bro. He said, my grandma passed 2 days ago. I hope she know how much I love her and miss her. Man, I'm sorry to hear that though, man. R.I.P. to Granny. Shabbat Khan. One thing I'm gonna say is, I can't tell you to feel better. It's gonna take some time, but we all gotta go there someday, man. So just know that she's forever with you in spirit, broski. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's passed with you, they in spirit. My uncle passed, my brother passed. They all with me, man. You feel me? They all behind me. They all right here chilling with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with me. It's just, I probably might not be able to like physically see him. He said, and Rowdy, shout out Rowdy. I ain't forget you. Yeah, yes. Facts. Yeah, 100, man. Shabbat Khan's RP to Granny, man. We all meet him again. You know what I mean? We all got to go to that spot, man. So it's just a matter of time. And sometimes God calls their number first before he call our number. So just look at it like that, bro, and understand that's something that's inevitable for everybody, bro. It's inevitable, bro. It's like, there's no way we not going to experience that. You feel me? Like, we all got to experience that. It's like life and birth and the afterlife, passing. It's two things that just we all got to live through, man. And sometimes it's earlier than what we want, but I know your grandma love you though, bruh. Real talk. I mean, Granny always be loving the kids. You feel me? Shout out to all the grannies out there, man. Respect to the grannies, man. Them grannies be holding it down, man. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I remember my grandma. I know she let me do whatever. Granny let me do whatever, you heard? I'm at Granny crib. Go to Granny crib, I'm getting whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are the good vibes, man. Always good vibes. But don't be sad, bro. Be happy, man. Just look at it like I said. She's with you everywhere at all times, always. You know what I'm saying? You got another person that's gonna look out for you, man. But we will be battling tomorrow, guys. Now, I've been politicking with y'all on here, man. Nah, it is, but it is gonna be a long life, but those people will always be with you, bro. I'm not lying. They'll always be with you in spirit, bro. And you gotta imagine how many people before Granny that's really with you, bro. It's a lot. It's people that you've never even met, your ancestors, some great grandmas, great uncles, great granddads, and they're all with you. You know what I'm saying? That's personally how I feel about a lot of my family that passed, bro. I'm not saying that just to, cheer you up. It's just how I feel life is, you know what I mean? It's been people online that have shown miracles. There's a lady, bro, her son passed She used to go visit him every day at the grave. And one day she was recording, bro, and she had bought him like this little decoration fan for the grave. You know what I mean? And there was no wind blowing, bro. And my boy literally was spinning the wheel for his mom. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Spinning the wheel for his mom, knowing that his mom comes there every day to visit his grave. You heard? So really believe that what I'm saying, bro. It's the truth. That's why you even if you don't believe me, just get a Tesla, bro, and ride by the graveyard. I'm not even trying to be funny though, but if you get a Tesla and ride by the graveyard, it'll be merged. You know what I'm saying? The spirit's always with you, gang. It's like an addition to yourself. You dig? It's like an addition to yourself, man. And you say I have scars that I've experienced different things with. When I pick up my scar, it takes me to the event that happened. Yeah, it's always with you. It's like it's like just I don't know. It's like a game, bro. Like a video game. It's the download is always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? The download is always gonna be there. He said last time I did that, mega people came up from the dark. You did what? Last time you did what? Nah. Yeah, the Tesla thing, yeah. But I'm saying, but you see that it's actual spirits that are not physically there on the whatever that stuff is. I don't know if it's a hologram camera, the camera that it has. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely you're gonna see diagrams and images on that camera when you drive past the cemetery. But that's just to show you that despite someone not being here in the physical, they're always here in spirit, bro. They're always here in spirit. You know what I'm saying? And some people they have the ability, like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. When I say Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, bro, they have at night. You got to do it at night though, bro. At night you do it at night. It's gonna merch. It's gonna be merch. It's been merched plenty of times by other people online. But in Yu Yu Hakusho, bro, Yusuke had the ability to travel between the spirit world and the real world, despite having not physically being here. So it would be times where his mom was sad, and he would talk to whoever it was that was in charge of whatever where he's at, and he'd be like, man, I gotta go figure out how to cheer my mom up. So they allow him to come and kind of like do something, you know what I mean, to cheer her up. You know what I mean, whether it'd be he'd probably set up the picture, move the picture, or something, bro, just to let her know that his spirit is still there. You feel me? Yeah, men in black with the shades, but I'm telling you, this has been around for a minute. So anybody that you lose, bro, don't sit and mope because it's like imagine that person just looking at you being sad and it's like right away they not gonna be able to tap in with you right away because they still gotta go figure out this new place. You feel me? It's like you're going to a new place, gang. You don't even know this new place that you're going. Once you get to this new place, you kind of figure out this new place, then you can probably figure out how to kind of go in between the new and the old place to still communicate with your loved ones. You feel me? So always look at it like that. That's how it is. And this happened to multiple people where it's like they lost somebody they dearly love and they've been destroyed over this person for years. And this person has to figure out this person that they lost figures out how to connect with them in the physical world through spiritual communication. Yeah. So it's facts. So anybody that loses someone, just understand, man, they gotta figure out where they at first. And once they figure out where they at, they gonna figure out how to communicate with you, bro. It's gonna take a little while, but once they get that understanding, they gonna be able to communicate with you. Nah, for real, Shabazz, I'm telling you facts, bro. I'm telling you facts. I ain't saying that just to cheer you up, man. Of course I want to cheer you up, gang. But this is the truth, though, also. Because imagine if you pass right now or I pass right now, we don't know what's on the other side. So even if our family is hurt, bro, we gotta learn where we're going first in order to come back and communicate with them and let them know we still love them, we're still here, because we haven't experienced the new thing yet. So he said LSD, yep, LSD in GTA. He said, I'm gonna come hunt you. What's your address? But even then, you saying that though, you gotta think about that, Shabbat. There's people that haunt people that do wrong and get them out of this world. You feel me? And one man entertained said a few years ago in our city, a man had come back to life while being buried. He said he had been shouting for a few hours that he was there. You know what I'm saying? And he was there. He was there, and while he was on the ground and in the air, after they opened the shroud, I saw my face inside the grave, and suddenly I became so scared. I fell, jumped. A few people were so shocked they down on the spot. Just imagine someone coming out of the grave, and suddenly a few. Bro, this is a fact. This is a fact. I seen there was a person, there was a dude. I don't know if I watched his interview or whatever, but it was an interview of a person that had passed. You know what I mean? They passed. Apparently, they passed 3 times on the way to the hospital. And this person claimed that they were literally in an ambulance looking at their body, and they're watching these people work on their body. And once they got to the hospital, bro, they had to go into surgery. And they said they literally watched their entire surgery, and they were literally talking to they were telling the doctors everything they remembered. And the doctors were literally flabbergasted. Like, how did you see all of that stuff? You wasn't here. They were like, look, I was in the ambulance with y'all the whole time. I watched y'all do surgery on me the whole time. I was in the room the whole time. Yeah. And they like, ain't no way you could have been here the whole time. But it's like this, man. And this is from experience. When you pass, there's a moment of understanding, bro. The moment of understanding is almost, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Life is a miracle, but it's like, let me remember your umbilical cord, right? When you're born, and when I do this, I look crazy in the camera. Look like a frog in this joint. Nah, so check it out. So when you say you pass by the graveyard in Tesla, you see things. I say that because of technology. Nah, but the technology is good, so it's gonna show you what's really there. It's gonna show you what the physical eye. So so that means you're looking at the spiritual. So back to what I was saying though, it's like, now think about your umbilical cord, right? Your umbilical cord is literally the connection between the spiritual and the physical. So when you're born, they cut that. They cut that because you're now in the physical. Because why you come out with that umbilical cord? Like, that's the connection, fam. So now that same cord is now detached from the outside portion of you. You feel me? But you still have a navel, family. Your navel, don't nobody ever talk about your navel, fam. Your navel is like an entry into that spiritual whatsoever. So inside, you still have that cord that still attaches you to the spiritual, fam. It's just not so connected because it's detached. The physical portion of it outside is detached. They cut that joint, but it's still inside of your body and it still connects you to the physical. So once you pass, it's like you have a moment of reckoning, bro. And I'm telling you from experience, the moment of reckoning is almost like you have the decision to go or stay because that cord is still there. You know what I'm saying? And only someone who's really tapped in will understand that, bro. It's like you have a moment. That's why that person could still see what was happening, because that person wasn't going nowhere. That person was staying. That person was just kind of out of this reality, but they wasn't detached all the way. You know what I'm saying? And they were literally watching themselves spiritually, but they wasn't gonna leave this world yet. But that's because they're tapped in fully with their soul to where that umbilical cord that they cut outside is still tapped in. Yeah, it's a silver cord. Yes, it's like an astral. It's like, I heard it call it a silver cord or something when people astral project. Yep. They say it's indestructible. Yes, in everyone's experience that holds us down to existence. Yes, that is what I'm saying, Shabazz. That is it right there. Now, I've had that experience, bro. Like a real life death experience, and the experience is crazy. I ain't gonna go too much into details, as I like YouTube. I don't want them think I'm trying to talk nuts, but it's literally like it's a all white, bro. All white. No details, no color. Like think of a fluorescent light. Now you see that light is yellow. That's not white. You know what I mean? If it was much brighter than that, like think hospital lights. You feel me? Like hospital lights. So when you physically leave your form, it's almost like you project as an astro, like a what's the word? Like a hologram. And in my experience, that's where I was at. But there's no physical form when you're astro. You're in astro projection, bro. It's just this, bro. It's this. I don't know how to explain this to you, bro. It's like you don't have eyes, bro. You just have. It's like you have a big eye that just is like your head, but you have no head, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have no arms. You have no legs. It's just you. And in that moment, it's like a split second where you feel like you hear a lot of people say they went towards the light, went towards the light. It's a lot of light. It's like all luminous, bro. It's all luminous. It's mad light around, fam. And in that moment, it's like you don't know what's happening, but you know you're not somewhere where you've been. And you're kind of like, you're like, in my moment, I was literally like thinking, because I was thinking, bro, I swear on my life. You know what I'm saying? He said, you just know, you see simply knowing. Yeah, it's like you don't know, but you know, like, nah, I'm not really supposed to really be here. What is this? That's how I was thinking. I'm like, what is this? And then I felt like I was waiting on something. It's like I was waiting on something. I was waiting on something, but whatever I was waiting on, I didn't want it to come. You heard? And then it was like I just came back. So that's why I tell people, I said, bro, you could never truly pass for real unless you want to go. You know what I'm saying? And those who are not really connected to that spiritual world, which would be God, through that cord, that silver cord, is like once you get there in that moment, you don't know what's happening. So you might not have that thought, bro. That thought of, like it's your decision. You feel me? Like you ever had people say that it's really a decision, bro. Like, cause it's like you deciding to move on to another life, in a sense. You know what I mean? It's really your choice, man. And some people get there and they make that choice. Once you make that choice, that's when you see the whole 7 minute of life and all that. Cause you don't see that unless you make that choice. Cause when I got there, bro, I'm telling you, I was just in like a space of time where everything was bright as ever. I couldn't see no physical form or nothing. I didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking like, what am I waiting on? Like the bus or something, the train? like that's a basic level of explaining to you, but I feel like I was waiting on something monumental in that moment. I'm just like, whatever it is, it's a dub for real. And I came back. You know what I mean? When I came back, I'm like, what the heck going on? Like, said all I just remember, I got her, my cousin Bays at the time. She said she was taking her home where she saw them, and she was told, "Your time isn't here yet." Yeah, it's like your moment of choice, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I be talking so freely, because I'm like, yo, bro, like the only way somebody could really destroy me is if I decide to let them destroy me. But you could come in and you might try to kill me or something, bro. But I'm gonna come back. I might be physically different or something, but I'm gonna come back because I realized in that moment, like I can always come back. You know what I mean? I could always come back if I want. You know what I'm saying? You said EMTs weren't there yet, so we don't know if she died or what they needed. The jaws, like, but she wasn't ready to go. And some people that go, like I said, the people that go, they don't have that strong connection to the spirit world. So once they get in that moment, it's not the same moment for them. It's probably different, bro. You know what I mean? It's probably like They feel like they're probably thinking different stuff, bro. But I didn't in that moment feel like I was dead. Like I just was like, who is this? You know what I mean? Who in a sense, who am I? Like, what am I doing here for real? Like, how come I can't see my body for real? Like, what am I waiting on? That how I felt in that exact moment. And I'm sure that's how your aunt felt, bro. Like in that exact moment. That's why it was like, all right, whoever approached her in that moment, let her know, like, oh, you good. This ain't going down like that. But some people don't have that strong connection to the spirit world. That cord is weak. And that cord could be weak because you ain't close with God and all that. Sometimes I feel like God had me go through that experience to show me, like, all right. But when I came back, I couldn't be the same goofy guy. When I first went, I was different. Like when I came back, I had to be different, bro. And it was like a different sense of understanding and knowing, but I'm still me. You heard? Cause when I came back, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like I was literally thinking of who I'm supposed to be now. Like I'm like, yo, I feel like I gotta live different. I feel like that's why I say I feel like I told you I signed the contract. You know what I'm saying? When I say I signed the contract with the Lord, it was like in that moment, I understood like, yo, bro, this is your choice to leave or stay. But if you stay, it's certain things you gotta do. In order for you to even go, I need you to do certain things for me. And that's how I took it as. And when I came back, I just was living different, bro. I just had a different mindset, different understanding. Now don't get me wrong, it's still small habits I gotta work on. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mannerisms, but everything was different, bro. And I felt like I had to be different. I wasn't the same me coming back. It's like the video game. That why bro, everything in life is in literally in front of you, bro. You guys just open your eyes, bro. Sometimes we're not even looking in the right lenses. Like in a video game, they kill you. You respawn. Boom. You do it again. Let's say Call of Duty. Let's say I respond in Call of Duty. They GTA me in Call of Duty. Boom. I respond. Dude's still camping in the corner. I run up on him. He fire on me again. Boom. I'm done. I respond again. That's how life is. You could respond every time. You could literally respond every time, bro. But you gotta have that connection to do that. Otherwise, you can't. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's but then you can't come back and go run right in front of that same guy that's in the corner and get GTA again. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back with a different plan. Like, all right, boom, buddy in the corner, camping. I might flat frag him real quick. Boom, that's going to blind him. And I can slide up on him and hit him with the deuce. Boom, boom, boom. He's out of there. But it's like a different perspective is required. Otherwise, you just go and respawn, do it again, respawn, do it again. It's like the same thing. So when I respawn, I realized like, nah, I got to be different. And that's where everything really took off. But that experience is real, bro. This is a real experience. And I never forget what it felt like. I was laying down on Lesky and saw myself from the corner of the room in the head. Yeah. But you left your physical form. Oh, I'm telling you. And once you did, you still was connected. Man, one of the craziest dreams I had, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Nah, that's facts, but you gotta tap in with your soul, FedEx music. You gotta tap in with your soul, man. One thing I can say though is the evils cannot corrupt you once you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? They can only tempt you. They can only tempt you, bro. Once you know yourself, the evils cannot they cannot they cannot brainwash you. They could tempt you. Now, they know things that humans like because you got to keep in mind all the data has been collected on you since you was a jit, bro. You's an adult now. They got the data, man. So they know what I like, what you like, what everybody like. Now, the question is, are you weak enough to where they could present what you like and then you go against who you are morally? Like currently right now, I'm gonna be honest, I told you I was facing financial hardship, but that could have me going back to wanting to sell weed. Speaking of selling weed, look at Sean pushing drugs on my life. And you get what I'm saying? Y'all gotta peep what I'm saying because it's all correlating. It's all correlating, bro. Like I got on here. I don't know if Sean even came on here when I did the venting live where I'm like, oh bro, I ain't gonna lie, everything ain't going good for me right now. Ooh, I'm trying to, I'm under some pressure. Ooh, ooh. I think that might have been exactly when Sean came on here pushing me selling ounces for $13 and pressing the pills and whatnot. But then it's like Sean has to be a part of the evils because Sean is knowing in my current situation of, financial struggles, and he's presenting something that I know I could execute and succeed at to make money. And he's even if he doesn't get me to do that, he's trying to tempt me with the thought to where even if I get off the live, like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, might be right. Maybe I could flip a couple ounces and all that. But that's just not even on my mind, gang. So Sean could never tap in to even persuade nothing. I just laugh at him. But I give y'all an example so y'all can see how it happens in real life. What you saying, FedEx Music, is like, yeah, the evils is around every corner, bro. But are you strong enough to where they could present something, bro, and you could turn it down knowing what it's gonna do? Fact, shout out to Cliff Red, whoever believes. And I believe. And I could spot it, bro. Like every time I'm having hardship, a negative opportunity might present itself, but it's only presented itself because it wants me to revert to something ill to make money. Because I'm a money maker. So one of the ways the evils affects me, bro, is they affect my finance. They say, look, if we can affect YS finance, we can put them in a corner. If we can put them in a corner, maybe we can get them to do certain things. But then I understand how God works. It's like, okay, do I fail this test for do I pass this test for the evils, or do I pass it for God? Because it's a test. Do I stay patient, stay pure, stay refined, and have the time and patience to receive better, or do I fold? Do I turn quick to get something quicker? Because it's always gonna be a test, bro. And everybody's faced with this regularly. It's like each it's either you pass the test for the wrong people, or you fail the test for God. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds kind of like oxymoron, but you got to get what I'm saying. Like, if I present you with temptation and you take it, you passing the test for me, and I'm getting you to be tempted and do the wrong thing. But if you don't take it, then you failed because you didn't take my temptation. So you really passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep, bro. So just look at it on that level. Man, I don't know. I don't like talking too much about that, man. That's very deep though, man. What you gotta understand is like that goes. You just answered your own question in the first half right there, Shabazz. First half, you see what you said? Super random, but dang, I don't know if the IG, yeah, believe in G, right? Because you answer your own question. Because the actions of someone who, yeah, but the actions of someone who does believe in G, they don't move like that though, right? So you answer your own question, gang. Like right now, a lot of times the answers be right there for us, bro. We just want to like have, what's it called? The evil's advocate. We want to play the evil's advocate. And I don't really say that word. I space it out, but y'all get me. The evil's advocate. The evil's advocate. Yeah, that's what it's called. But the answer be right there. Like you just literally answered it in the first half. Yeah, like I don't really talk about that much, but I'm saying Shabazz Khan answered his own question right there. First half of what you asked is like, dang, I don't know if IG believe in G or not, but how can they that answer your question, bro? They don't. You know what I mean? And that's all the world is, man. Good and evil, bro. It's nothing else. Yeah, Roddy, you get me, man. I don't like saying that word. That's too much credit given. The evils. You know what I mean? We split that up. You know what I'm saying? Can't be going around saying that word, man. You know what I'm saying? And then also like pay attention to clothing, man. A lot of people wear H star clothing. Like why you want to be an H star? You know what I'm saying? Why you want to be an A-star? You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm spitting that heat. Look, they send an agent a pure Figo. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Look at him. Y'all see him? Y'all see his comment? They like, yo, we gotta throw him off. He said my brain goes numb in these situations. Like, nah, just dissect it, get entertained, man. It's a lot of information, bro. And a lot of the information is relative to everyday life, what I've experienced. I don't care about nothing. These folks know everything about me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, whoever these high power individuals are, personally, I feel like they've been watching me for a minute just from certain situations I've encountered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I got the same outfit every day, bro. I'm a bum. Thank you, man. I don't know. Same fit every day, bro. Give me some new clothes. A pair of Figo. Give me some new clothes, man. You look like you the drip king. You look drippy. Nah, don't worry about them, gang. Hey, it's relative to what we talking about. They send somebody to intercept what we got going right here, man. That's all it is. But these folks, man, I feel like these folks been watching me for a minute, man. At this point, it is what it is. You feel me? You know, and they know physically maybe they can stop me, but spiritually they can't stop me. Cause I had a crazy dream, bro. I had a crazy dream. I remember. And I actually felt like I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. So check it out. I'm gonna leave y'all with this last story before I dip. And YouTube, you know I love you, man. Don't be on no TikTok vibes with me, man. I'm the boy. So check it out, bro. I specifically remember this dream, right? So there's a specific place in my city, right? I used to go with this shorty just to like vibe and hang out, you know what I mean? It's like an overlook spot. Where the overlook is like you kind of go high up, but you kind of see the view is crazy. It's a crazy view, bro. But the sky is perfect in proportion, fam. So what does that mean? It's like imagine like the horizon and like the just the shape of looking at the out the view is like a movie. It's like a big TV screen, but the sky type vibes. That's how it looks. So I ain't gonna hold you. I probably took Shorty there, probably like, bro, maybe 3 or 4 times, chill with her. So it's not like I go to this spot frequent. You feel me? So one night I'm dreaming, bro. This was a crazy dream. And I was dreaming, bro. I had a dream that spot was like was a portal, bro, in my city, bro. That I went to the spot and I went through the portal, family. And when I went through the portal, I had ended up somewhere where I shouldn't have been because all of a sudden it was like mad guards pulled up, but they had like Halo type weapons, bro. When I say Halo type of weapons, bro, I'm talking about, dude, these were like big guns, like guns that obliterate me. Like I'm talking about, imagine like the gun as big as big as this whole ceiling, bro. And wherever I came, it was like I wasn't supposed to be there. It was like somewhere that was heavily guarded, heavily protected, but I feel like I had infiltrated somewhere important, bro, because I literally teleported out of there somehow. Cause bro, it was like imagine like James Bond types, bro. I didn't even know where I pulled up to because I don't remember all the details. But it's like I had teleported somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, gang. And when I appeared there, they just knew. They all the guards, like all the people that defended whatever this was. This is in my dream. They pulled up with like the biggest guns. When I say a big gun, I mean imagine like I point the gun to the screen and you literally staring at like a cannon barrel or something. You know how the cannons they light up like big on that level, but they're like high tech technology, like. And I still remember, like, I'm like, man, wherever I had went, bro, that was someplace important because, bro, it was so heavily guarded and they responded fast, boy. I'm talking about, like, they felt someone intruder alert, like that vibe. And boy, I'm talking about. I knew I had came, so I had went somewhere different, bro. And I don't tell y'all that to fake nothing. This is a real dream. I remember the dreams vividly. I even drive past the spot, and I still think like, man, this gotta be like a teleportation spot, because the view looks like a big TV screen, but you can see out in the city. It's like you can see the sky perfect with the horizon and all this other stuff. It's like the perfect setup. But I'm thinking like there's gotta be a portal or something, because I specifically remember going through there to get to where I got to. And where I got to, boy, they were ready to blast me away. Smithereens. I'm talking about rowdy. I'm talking about big guns, bro. Big guns, not no normal guns that we have in the real world, dog. I'm talking about guns that look like they incinerate you off one blast. And I just got up out of there. Like, I don't know how I got up out of there, but I got up out of there quick. But I knew whatever that was, bruh, it was somewhere special. Either it's probably maybe here or somewhere else. Cause bro, there was so many guards that pulled up, bro. It's like Nightcrawler spawning somewhere, right? And then soon as Nightcrawler appears, bro, and everybody just pulls up on him with the biggest cannon type, Thanos type of guns, boy. Like, what are you doing here? Like, and I just got up out of there. But that's probably one of the freakiest time travel dreams I ever had, man. I was like, I know it's crazy because wherever I went, I felt like it was a real place, bro. It's a real place. And I wasn't like they was aware of me, yeah. But that's what threw me off, Rowdy. It's like, nah, how they know? You feel me? Like, who are these folks? Cause Rowdy, I ain't even know where I went. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. It was a random dream, but it felt too real, bro. Cause I done had Inception, man. Y'all know the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever his name is. Whereas Inception is like a dream within a dream within a dream. Yeah. So I've had that way back before, man. I've had dreams like that before, but this dream was like an actual travel dream, like where I was felt like I was Nightcrawler. I went through that portal in the city. I popped up to this heavily like guarded location or whatever they got at this location is very important. The guards were alerted immediately and they pulled up ready to obliterate YS. That's how it went, bro. And the guns these boys had, I'm telling you, these boys had guns I ain't never seen could exist. These was like massive guns, bro. Like one of the guns can be in this room just taking up the whole room. Like cannon sized guns that I look like an ant looking at. One and blast and fold me. But I got out of there so fast. So I was like, nah, I definitely gotta had some type. Either that place was definitely a portal I went through. I gotta go check out that place again and just spend time there by myself. That's what I was thinking. I ain't had the time to, but wherever I went, it was very important, and no person was supposed to be at that place. So I was just trying to figure out where did I go, but I couldn't remember the details. Yeah, trying to yeah they trying to told your spirit out like yeah they were trying to eliminate me within that world. But then that's why I say, bro, this is deep, bro. I feel like these folks been watching me for a minute. I really don't care at this point. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, they know the potential I had, the capability I had. They probably know who I am for real. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I might not know who I really am for real, but I know at some point I feel like I was like a world leader in the sense of a warrior, like leading people for the good purposes, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta figure out how to do that here in this realm. So they know that, I know that. And when I popped up on them, they like, yo, we tired of this boy. We finna blow him away. I got away from him though. That was the thing. I got away from their ass, boy. That boy. Bro, it was like, bro, I wish I could explain it better, but it's crazy. It was like I just appeared and they came. Boom. Once they came, I left. But I seen the weapons that these people had, bro. Like it was like they upped the weapon so fast, and I was going faster than they upped the weapon, and I know that wasn't what they wanted. See, I realized a few times in my sleep that I'm dreaming. You wouldn't believe crazy stuff that happened to me in the dream world, especially. Yeah, but those are real dreams. This felt like a real situation get entertained, and a lot of those situations that feel like real situations are real, bro. I had a dream one time, bro. I had this spirit try to freak me in my sleep. This woman, bro, and I woke up dang near I had was like almost thought I nutted, bro. I swear on my life. And it was like you ever had a dream, right? That you dealing with a lady, right? But this lady, bro, she was just like very persistent, gang. She just wanted me to freak on her, and it was a crazy setup where we was at or whatever. And then it's like I don't know. She somehow convinced me, and we was there. Yeah, yeah. And I woke up feeling like I nutted. I'm like, what the freak? Who was that? But because the crazy part about that is, bro, I wasn't freaking around with no shorty. So it's like a spirit came to me in my sleep, bro, and was like, nah, I want to take some of this guy's energy. You feel me? And it felt like I had freaked this shorty in my sleep. I ain't even freaking in the real world. I'm chilling right now. Like so it's definitely real, man. And I don't even know how that lady was able to even get to me in the sleep. Maybe I was on Twitter sometime and scrolled across some freaky gift or something, and she came through that thought. You know what I mean? When I lay down, sometimes I scroll Twitter at night. You know what I mean? When I lay down, she was like, "Yes, let's enter to through that one idea that he saw a freaky gift." But I swear, it felt like she literally was forcing me to freak on her in the sleep. And it be real. Like sleeping, you gotta think what happens when you sleep. You don't even know where you go. Someone you don't even remember your dreams sometimes. So a lot of stuff is happening. It's like, what if that was really life? Y'all feel me? And what if that was really life though? What if right now you really sleeping right now? And when you lay down, you really wake up. Because if you watch The Matrix, bro, that what it was. So I woke up and then saw the door of my rubbing against the door, but I didn't do anything. I blinked twice and it was gone. Bro, I done had crazy dreams like that. That was definitely a monster. You saw a monster in there. Now I had a dream one time. Now I'm gonna tell you about two more dreams. I'm gonna dub it, man, because it's mad late. But he said not aware of the body too. Facts. I had a dream one time that somebody was suffocating me and choking me in my sleep and I couldn't breathe. And this was when I was in high school. I think I was in like ninth grade or 10th grade. I remember my bed was set up a certain way, and I used to lay like this on my side, like this. So I'm laying down, bro, and I swear it felt like I just couldn't breathe. Like somebody was just literally like strangling me, bro. And I swear on my life to the Lord in heaven, I kept remember. I was like, God, God, God. I just kept saying, God, 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 because I couldn't get up and I couldn't breathe. So I just woke up. When I woke up, I just had to keep saying God in my mind. In my mind, I'm like, oh God, 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 God. Yeah, it felt like, dude, it felt like someone was in my room trying to get me out of there in my sleep. 'Cause you heard people passing in their sleep sometime, and you never know what was in the room. You feel me? It could have been an evil spirit, dog. But now it's like I feel like I'm stronger than a lot of the spirits. You feel me? Just from going through that experience, and then I also have had a succubus come in my room. Now this succubus was a real. This was a real story. I told my uncle who was a pastor about this. I was scared, bro. Told him about this in high school. It was like I was like 17. But most boys, 17 is a prime age, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. At the time, I was not no virgin, bro. I've been getting played since I was 14 because of the pressure of being a virgin. So when you gonna bring the fact that you caught Dylan Thompson is a cap, man? He said we have a name for this event that happened to you. Call it. Yeah, bro. Dog, I'm telling you, get entertained, bro. It felt like, this guy's a weirdo. Dylan Thompson, get him out of here. It felt like somebody was strangling me. I couldn't breathe, bro. And I just having it kept saying, God, 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 God in my mind. I'm not even trying to cap to y'all. But I was like, man, what the heck? So the other dream I had, bro, I had this dream every day of the week for 7 days, for 5 days straight. Because it's 7 days in a week. So I had this dream from Monday to Friday. And yup, yup. You know what I'm saying? Roddy, you get what I'm saying? So that V card thing was crazy. So keep in mind, I'm 17, but 17 is a prime age for like boys because it's like transitioning to like 18 and men. So, bro, I don't know why this happened at 17, but I was spooked, bro. I used to have this room set up. So my room was set up where when you walk in, my door, like you open my door, I got the TV like right there. Then my bed is this way. So you walk in the door, my TV's here, the bed's this way, the window's right here. You know what I mean? It's my old school setup. So, bro, I specifically remember, bro, every day of the dream, I used to have this 7 feet lady. Now, when you think about women being 7 feet, they talk about Amazonian women. Cause I looked this stuff up, bro. I was freaked out. The lady would be like 7 feet, gang. But when she came into my room, I could see her whole body in proportion. So what that mean? Like I'm laying down, right? Every time the lady came in my room, she had so much attraction to her. I would be in the bed and I would like, you know how you land on your side and you just admiring something like this. That was the effect. So every time she came in my room, she'd come in and she had like sexy lingerie, but I could never see her face. Like, like when I would see her, it's like I'm looking at my hat because it's all black, bro. I can't see her face at all. So she came in my room every day up until Thursday, bro. And she would come in, she would bring in this book. She would put the book, she would come in with the book. And everything moved slow when this lady came in, bro. I swear on my life. It was like a, but I told my uncle about this. We talked about this dream. It was like a literal demon. But she came sexually to me. She tried to come to me sexually. So she would come with the book. And she would come, she would walk, walk, walk. She would turn on my TV and put the book on top of my TV. That was all I remember for the first 1 to 4 days, bro. The fifth day was Friday. Dog, I literally had Inception, bro. I was sleeping. The lady came in my room, did the same thing. Boom. Crazy part, I'm sleeping already. I'm dreaming of her coming in my room. Then the dream switched. After she came in my room, gang, all of a sudden I'm literally in the parking lot leaving like a college football game, which resonated with what happened to me when I went to homecoming, bro. All this is crazy. It's all related, bro. So I had premonition about that homecoming stuff in that dream, but I didn't understand it. So I had a premonition in that dream about the homecoming story I told y'all about, gang. I'm not gonna lie. So when a lady comes in my room, she puts the book on my TV. She in her sexy lingerie, and her back, it looked like she had wings, but they were clipped. They were scars, bruh. They were scars. So she had 4 or 3 scars and on each side of her back, you heard? She always had the sexiest lingerie, fam. Like nice body. You can't see her face though. You never could see her face. So when the dream switched, it's a Friday. I had the dream. The dream switched from after she put the stuff on my bed, switched to me being in the parking lot with a bunch of my homies. Fallen Angel, yes, Rowdy, thank you. I looked it up, bro. Fallen Angel, thank you. I looked it up. I literally looked that John up. I was freaked out. She kept coming, and my auntie, I'm gonna tell you why that's important. So when she came in my room that time and we switched to me being in the parking lot, I'm in the parking lot leaving a college football game. We in the parking lot just chilling. My tire just get flat out of nowhere, bro. So when my tire get flat, I'm supposed to link with everybody and go to like the after party and stuff. But then it's like I gotta go get my tires changed. But the craziest part is like, bro, there's an auto shop right by the parking lot, dog. So I'm still in this dream. This first dream. This is the first dream. The lady that came in there, put the book on my TV, then it switched to me being in the parking lot. Almost like I like transitioned to something else. So I'm in the parking lot, my tires pop. I'm supposed to all of a sudden, yeah, they was kicked out by God from heaven. Facts, I know, but I looked it up, gang. I was freaked out. So we in the parking lot, fam. I'm supposed to go to the tire shop because everybody finna go to the after party. I can't go with them. I gotta get my tires changed. So the craziest part about the shop, bro, the shop like one of them small little shops, bro. Small little shop, like don't even look like a dealership shop, like a mom and pop John where you got the old man, he might tighten you up, get you right. Dang, I come in there. When I come in there, the shop is massive, dog. Bro, when I say massive, bro, it's like imagine like a small, like let me give you an example, like a Dunkin' Donuts size shop, auto shop, right? But then you get in that junk, bro. That junk is literally like a Mercedes Benz dealership, bro. You could fit mad cars in there. The spots for the cars are so big, it don't even make sense. So I ain't thinking about it much. I'm like, I'm still in the first dream. So I tell Buddy, I'm like, yo, man, like my tires pop, man. I need 2 tires. You got me? He like, yeah, I got you. Just give me a second. So I'm waiting for this, man. Next thing you know, he like, man, I can't do it today, man, but it's gonna be overnight. In my dreams, I'm like, overnight, bro. I don't know, bro. Crazy part, this man said he got a room upstairs. And I'm like, he's like, you could stay the night though. So I'm like, I don't know why I say yeah, it's in the dreams. I'm like, hey, for sure. But I go upstairs. The room is set up just like my room at home, gang. The TV set up the same. The room, the bed set up the same way. The windows the same. So I'm like, what the heck? So then I go to sleep in there. So now I'm already asleep. I'm dreaming. All that stuff happens. I get to the auto shop. He can't do the car that day. He says there's a room upstairs for me. The room is just like my room that I'm sleeping in right now, dreaming. Then I go to sleep in that room. So it's a dream within a dream. So when I'm sleeping in that room, the lady comes within that dream. So this shit blew my mind, bro. The lady comes within that dream. That's why when I watched the movie Inception, I understood. She comes within the room in that dream. She does the same thing, bro. She puts the book on there, mesmerizes me. I'm on a bed like this, looking at her like just a hornball ready to do whatever. I just couldn't move though. That was all the time when she came and I couldn't move, I couldn't talk. But that's how strong her presence was. Her presence was so strong to where I felt it was too much gravity, like a weight on me. Like I couldn't talk, I couldn't move. And the fact that you say that, I'm gonna speak on that. And I couldn't move. And then the dream switched, bro. When the dream switched, bro, all of a sudden I was talking to this girl, bro, and this girl was trying to convince me of a party. Yeah, it was a paralysis fallen angel, a demon, and she was trying to convince me to come to this party. So while she's describing the party to me, it's a hesitant part of me that's like, nah, I don't really want to go to the party, but she's really trying to convince me, bro. She's like, it's gonna be fun and this and that, and then she starts like describing like the event to me. But then it's like, bro, when she's describing this stuff to me in a dream, it looks like a pit, bro, a bottomless pit. She's like, there's gonna be a platform. We're all gonna be on a platform, and then there's gonna be like space at the bottom. But I'm literally envisioning a pit, like a sacrificial pit, bro. Like where you got a whole big hole at the bottom, and they do all the sacrifices on the platform, and all that goes to the bottom. So I'm like, nah, I ain't really feeling a party. So I try to pull away from Shorty. Cause we having like a conversation. When I try to pull away from her, bro, I swear on my life, the John she grabs my arm like this. I can't get away from her grasp. She all of a sudden is mad strong. She grabs my arm like, what you doing? So I'm trying to get away from her. The next thing you know is like she leaned in and kissed me on the neck. It felt so real, dude. But when she was about to kiss me on the neck, you see how my lips got like a little pink in them? You know what I mean? No diddy, man. Like this is like I still got life in my lips, despite smoking. But when I looked at this lady lips, it was dead. When I say dead, it wasn't no life. Like you can look at my lip and see like, bro, I might have some dry skin on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But the pink part of my lips it signifies the life that's in my body. Now this individual, her lips was like crackling. I say crackling, I'm talking about like just no life in there, just dry, like, no blood, yeah, nothing. And she leaned in and she kissed me. She kissed me on my neck, bruh. When she kissed me on my neck, I was like, I got weak. You feel me? Like, all of a sudden I got weak. And then the dream switched, bro. Then it switched to like me and my auntie. And my auntie, she not my favorite auntie and stuff, but she cool. But she used to have premonitions, bro, when I was younger. She would have premonitions of my uncle cheating. She have a dream whole time. She go look in this man drawer. He got rings in there for his other women. Like, no cap. Yeah, get entertained, no cap. So, she pops up in the dream and I'll never forget. And she like, why yes. And in the dream, me and her was in the hallway, but we was on two different paths. So what does that mean? That mean like I want you to envision me and you guys in the hallway, but I'm on one stairway that literally goes like this, zigzag, 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 and you're on another stairway that's the opposite, goes zigzag, zigzag, but they never meet. So my stairway and your stairway cross, but they never like connect to where we on the same stairway. It's like, but we see each other. So she's like, well, yes, the lady that you're seeing in your dream is the angel of death. You know what I mean? So that means that either you're seriously sick or something's gonna happen where you might pass. But I told y'all something happened where I passed. So it was like way foreshadowing. That happened. That dream, I had that dream at 17, bro. The whole passing and experiencing the light stuff, that happened to me at 27. So that was a 10-year difference from having that dream to where that happened. But I didn't process that until after the fact. Like, dang, that really happened. You know what I mean? But it was an angel of death. This angel of death kept coming to see me every night, bro, for a week straight, bro. I remember I was so scared, dog. I couldn't even really go to sleep comfortably. I literally turn the light off and sprint, dog. And jump under the covers, you feel me? It don't matter if I jump under the covers. This lady came every night. I'm not gonna lie, that was like one of the scariest dreams I ever had, boy. This lady came every night, man, and I only had 3 scary dreams in my whole life. That and there's another lady, and it was always ladies, bro. And I personally felt like that's the only way a jinn can get to me is through a female. So that's probably why I always had that happen in a dream. It's like a jinn can only come through a female. The evils can only try to get me through a female. Like on some what's dude name from the Bible? The one Samson. Samson, the story where Samson was just so strong willed with God, and it was like nobody could get to the Samson, bro. Nobody could defeat Samson, so they had to get the most beautiful, gorgeous woman to deceive him. And she got with Samson, and she figured out the way to wound him was to cut his head because his strength lied in his head. You know what I mean? And she waited for him to go to sleep, and she ended up cutting all of Samson's hair, man. And then it was like people were able to kind of like get to him now. You know what I mean? So all them dreams I had, it was always a female. So I already know like that's the only way that they can get to me, bro, through a female, bro. And knowing that is like, okay, then I started working on controlling my lust because I used to be hitting everything. You know what I'm saying? And that God was like forcefully made me work on that. You know what I mean? Because I put me in a predicament with a female where I had to slow down. Like, oh no, this ain't it. So all them dreams I had, bro, was always women coming to me in a dream, bro. Like sexy though. Like I'm talking about this lady had a body on her. She got like a the one of my favorite things is girls wearing lace underwear. Lace underwear. Y'all know what lace is, right? It's like the little stitching or whatever. You know what I mean? Like on the underwear. I love when women wear lace, bro. I love that. I don't know, something about lace underwear that's just attractive. So this lady would come in like the lace and net piece, feel me, with the lace bra, and I'm just like, what the heck? I'm just looking at her crazy. Nah, they do, bro. So they sent her like The thing about that is like they've been watching us for a minute, man. They know who I am. They know what I'm about. They know where I'm at. Personally, I feel like these people have been making my life crazy for like the past 6 months. It was a time I used to DoorDash, bro. I used to go puff, right? And I remember I was by this store, bro. This store was like a the evil store, bro. It literally said on the windows what they did there, one of them shrine vibes and shit like that. So I specifically remember dropping the order of that, and I'm just like, man, none of this defeats God. But I was saying that out loud, bro. Like this could never defeat the Lord, man. What? You know what I mean? Just really talking. And I personally felt like I've been talking like that for a minute to where the reason they bounded all my finances is to like I said, to make a point, but to get me to go back to being ill, to like go against my word, but it never gonna happen. You feel me? Because I understand going through my experience of what happened to me and experiencing what I told y'all about, that I'm powerful enough to come back every time. Yeah, all of you guys are, not just me. Everyone that has that connection, spiritual connection to the Lord. This ain't Bible studies, bro. I'm keeping it a being with you. Like you trying to work on yourself, be a better person. You're getting, that's the connection to God, bro. That's it. You being a better person to better the world, look out for others. That's the connection to God. God is love. So once you're trying to do that, the evils know that, bro. And their job is to make things 10 times harder from you. Because you gotta think, when you was doing all the wrongdoing, you was having your way. You was having fun. You wasn't stressing about much. Stuff wasn't going wrong in your life all the time. You was having a ball. When you start doing good and trying to be better, things are getting harder and tougher. But that's because, yeah, the strongest talisman prayers are first held by Jews, then by the Arab. Now, facts. So it's just a testament, man. Like, yo, bro, just don't fold. When things are going wrong and you're doing the right thing, don't fold, man. Don't fold. That's what they want to happen. And like I said, I know these people tune into the live. They send agents at me all the time, bro. I got agents that follow me in a real world, bro. And I don't mean like on some stalker vibes, but it's like the same spirit, bro. I see the same spirit multiple places. They'll follow me from one crib to the next crib to the next crib to the next crib. The same spirit been following me, eh? And this spirit's only job is to get me to revert back to something I used to do. Like, and I wish I could tell y'all about this. This is like crazy because it's all revolving around the lady spirits, the succubus spirits. Yeah. And I'm cleansed. It's just I could recognize a spirit though, Rowdy. I'm cleansed, bro. I'm prayed up, bro. Personally, the only time I say if I'm not gonna be cleansed is if I'm having sexual interaction with a lot of women and stuff. I ain't even doing that. But when I say the same spirit is like, okay, you on some semen retention vibes, right? Because you almost became a baby dad just on some recreational sexual activity vibes, and that scared you, freaked you out, right, Rowdy? Boom. So you chilling right now. You chilling right now. You not really trying to get in women's drawers, bro. It's women that talk to me regularly, bro. It's women that talk to me online and all that shit, bro. But I ain't on that type of freaky time. So imagine just trying to like mentally not even have that around you. You feel me? That activity or vibe around you. And everywhere you go, that vibe presents itself multiple times, bro. And that vibe is only presenting itself multiple times because, bro, older me, I just grease a shorty. I had your shorty. I grease your shorty for 3 days, bro. She come back another 3 days, grease her for 3 days, like type vibe. Like I'm doing this with multiple shorties though. You feel me? Like they come and getting greased for mad days, but it's like doing that almost put me in a situation I told you about, and I had to slow down. So now that I slow down, now I don't want to be a part of that activity, that lifestyle. This same spirit continues to appear to try to like what convince me to be in that. But it's just annoying, bro. It's the most annoying shit in the world. It's like, dang, this monkey is following me. Get this, somebody come get this monkey, you heard? And I know the purpose of the monkey following me though. That's the best part. And I know I'm not gonna redo that purpose or get back to that purpose. So it just gets annoying to see the same monkey, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's like, dang, this same monkey. I done seen this monkey so many times, bro. Why does monkey keep following me, bro? I'm tired of this monkey. And this monkey has been everywhere, every crib, every spot, just different people, dog. I swear on my life. Different people, dog. The same monkey. When I say monkey, the same spirit, dog. Different people. And when you start thinking about what I'm saying, look at your life and you're going to think like, nah, hold on. There's people that I really just don't want to be around, or activities that I don't want to be around, that I get away from, but then I constantly see those same people pop up. Same people pop up. But as different people. It's just the same spirit that's literally trying to get you, trying to get you, trying to get you. And I personally feel like they try to get me sexually, bro. Because when I'm freaking on girls sexually, it's like I'm not as focused. I'm not as in tune with who I am. It's like I'm just thinking about just putting a shorty in a headlock, dog, and slamming her to the bed like wrestling. You know what I mean, slapping her on the head when I'm hitting that from the back, like pulling her head. You feel me? Like if she like it rough, I'm overly rough with her. She want me to be sensual, erotic. I could do that. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not me doing all of that. I'm just distracted. I'm on some, like, you know what I'm saying, Rowdy? I ain't on that type of time. I ain't on good time on that type of time. It's like bad. And the worst part is like I don't genuinely like a lot of these girls, bro. A lot of these women, bro. And that's a problem. So it's like I'm doing something that my heart's not all the way in, but I'm only doing it for the flesh purpose and the pleasure purpose. But I need to have control over the flesh. He said, "Oh my God, what you mean, brother?" Yeah, so it's like even I had like some Latinas, bro. It's fire, and I love Latinas, but it's like it's different when you have an intercourse with a lady and you like her, bro. And I've been with a girl that I liked, and I've been had intercourse with her. It's a different feeling, bro. I know that. I know that every guy that's really been with a girl that they really like and they had sex with her, they know it's a different feeling than having sex with a girl you genuinely don't like, bro. It's not even the same, bro. You know, it's just like you just want a moment with a girl you don't like. With a girl you like, it's like it's more connections, bro. It's a different feeling, man. Like, and I don't want to sit here and explain the feeling, but anybody that's been with a girl they genuinely like, that really like them, and they was getting busy, understand it's a different feeling from hitting a girl you just want to bust a nut with. Like, it ain't the same feeling. So that's my main battle. Figure out your battle. I know for a fact my battle is the females. Like, they gonna come, and my thing is, bro, I'm only taking part in the female if I really like her, dog. Cause other than that, I already know what I want to do with her if I don't like her, and that's smash her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, more purpose. There has to be more purpose to her, bro, than just me wanting to smash her. Cause that's not what God want me doing. And I'm not saying anybody should live like me, but I'm saying think of it on that level, bro. Go for a girl you genuinely gonna like, bro. Instead of smashing all these girls you don't really like. You know, and you can't. It's all a part of like energy too. So if you once you can control that, it's like you don't have demons coming to you constantly, because a lot of demons are coming to you in the form of females, bro. Like, especially if that's how you move, that's how they gonna get you. If you greedy, they gonna get you when you greedy. Like, whatever you struggle with, the evils know, bro. So they use that. Like, if you mine's is, I'm trying to hit mad shorties, yo. I'm knocking shorties down left and right, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing, bro. Like, I had to chill on that. Chill on that. Why? Because I was going to be in a situation that was horrible. Baby dad, I'm trying to be no baby dad. If I'm a baby father, I'm trying to be with the girl. I'm trying to take care of the kid. I'm trying to raise his kid together. You know, I ain't trying to do visitations and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like so I was looking like, man, I'm not trying to have no baby with no girl I don't genuinely like. That sounds horrible. That seems like the worst life ever for any guy, bro. I've seen guys in that life that literally complain they're destroyed. So that literally slapped me up, like, wake up. Bro, I was stressing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes in that situation, they having a baby with a girl they didn't like, they was stressed, bro. And after the fact, they was even more stressed because there's no connection with the kids if you don't love their mom. That's most things people don't really talk about. Yeah, you can try and all that, but if you don't genuinely love the woman you have a baby with, you genuinely won't be so locked in with that child, bro. Because y'all are all connected, bro. Nobody want to say that it's all true though, bro. Y'all are all connected. So I'm looking like, dang, like I see why dudes don't see their kids, because it's not a justification, because they genuinely don't like their mama, bro. So they not gonna put effort into seeing that kid, bro. And I know that from almost being in that situation. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking like, man, I don't rock with Shorty, bro. It's a dub. Like she on some other straight up. Like, but initially I didn't really like her on that level, which was the problem to even be getting that serious in the bed like that, raw and all that. So it's facts, and I know what my weaknesses are, yo. So you gotta figure out what yours are. It's important. Like if you greedy, you gotta control the greed. You know what I mean, if you're somebody who's jealous, somebody gonna get you through jealousy. You might commit a horrible crime because you're a jealous individual. That's how the evil's gonna get you. If you somebody that's greedy, they're gonna get you with money. You know what I mean? If you're somebody that's promiscuous, they're gonna get you through sex. It's easy. Once you know what you can get them through, they're gonna get you through that, man. And control what you know is weak, gonna make you weak. Like, bro, I can go around mad women right now and not even really. I could just talk to them normally, bro, and not really be thinking freaky wise. And what I notice is like that's so much more power because they understand like, dang, okay, this guy, I'm sure he would freak on me, but he just has the urge to withstand all my little shenanigans that I'm trying to turn him on with. You know what I'm saying? And that puts you in a different ball game. I'm not gonna lie. Women look at you like, nah, he's different. I'm not saying everybody gotta be like that or whatever, but imagine you go around a girl. Like I said, you can't even control yourself, bro. She looking at you like this man is a hornball. I can get him whenever I need. I could tease him whenever I need. I could make him do whatever I need. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how she thinking. Somebody that's not going down like that, it's like, oh, okay, he's a little bit difficult. It's gonna take a while for me to get him to want to smash on me or get this box, but just work on it, man. That's what I struggle with. I don't know what everybody else got going. Oh snap! You know what I'm saying? Drop that hat, plugging up the phone, but everybody work on a situation though. Work on what you know you struggle with. I just tell y'all that because all the dreams I had, it's like mad people coming to me as women. You feel me? Like women coming through the dream, and I'm like, dang, like they must feel like okay, we get this man through the females, like, because at some point that was the vibe, bro. I was trying to hit had the baddest roster. Y'all can't act like that ain't true. Some of y'all wanted to have the coldest pieces on your roster. You know what I'm saying? Not to say you had all the Tyra Banks, but you had some of the coldest pieces. You like, man, I need to have Shorty on the roster. Shorty on the roster. He said, let me smoke a cigarette to clear my mind. Yo, get entertained. You know what I'm talking about. You trying to have some cold ones on the roster, bruh. If you was on that type of time, like, you recruiting. NCAA. Nah, yo, it's the NCAA vibes. You feel me? Trying to put together the best women's roster. Guys in here can't even cap, bro. They know what I'm saying. Everybody was on that time for real. Like, you trying to get 2, 3 MVPs, you know what I mean? If you get one MVP, you cool, but you still gonna have some nice supporting cast around that MVP. So that was the mindset I had, and it was like that's probably the vibe was around a lot of my friends too, bro. We was trying to get the right roster, so I just fell into the habit of wanting mad women or getting mad numbers or texting mad girls and stuff like that, man. And the craziest part about that is like it don't even make sense if you don't like all of them on that level, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just yeah. I'm about to roll up too right now, Roddy. It's about 4 a.m., man. I'm finna roll up and I'm probably finna KO, man. No, I want to be why yes he's energized for y'all tomorrow, man. We get this freestyle chat battle, man. I love y'all, man. You feel me? I love y'all, Roddy, man. I love everybody get entertained, man. Y'all my peoples, man. We get on here and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying though, man. I'm gonna end the live with my message always, man. You guys are talented people out there, man. Creative individuals out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has the same potential as YX Eats, bro. I'm not a celebrity or none of that shit, bro. We even have more greater potential than the celebrities, fam. So believe in yourself, tap into your creativity because I feel like personally there's a lot more creative people that's not online and y'all can literally switch the vibes of the world, man. So some of y'all gotta, get creative and start shifting the impact of the world and just understand, man, you can change it, but don't be a threat right away or be a threat behind the scenes, but stay dangerous, you know what I mean? You feel me? Well, y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here.